What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate, reverse rants, no hate. So, once again, people, Devin and Ryan, they're going to be the hot topic, like I said, for a while now. Now, I've made several videos already. I've explained, my position and everything and what I'm looking at, what I see. Aside from all of the BS, the drama, the nonsense, the lies that people make up, the false information, the lack of education and understanding, it's funny to me, like how hypocritical people are. You got people jumping up, talking about, I'm the best in the business, I'm this, I'm that, I got this, I bring you the exclusives and all that, and all they do the whole time is make excuses for fighters that they like. I listen to a lot of different things. At times, I've seen so many different things, and it's like I watch people play hypocrite. I don't play favoritism for nobody. You can go through all my videos and you'll see that, hey, yeah, Aries give props to people, but he also get at them if they're, or he speaks the truth about what he see going on. It's never no, oh, well, he did it, and I feel like he's wrong, but, well, he's okay for doing it because it was some nonsense. No. I can debunk anybody's shit with their own shit when they're not honest. Now, let me say, because a lot of people have been telling me, like, yo, did you ask me, did I see, like, oh, Andre Durrell was saying this and this, and so I watched, okay, I agree with some of the things Andre Durrell was saying, but Andre Durrell himself was misinformed, and he was giving some fucked up information himself. Now, his opinion is his opinion, but he's wrong about things he's saying. All right, let's go to work. First off, Andre Durrell wasn't even aware that Devin Haney only has one belt and he's no longer fighting at 135. He's basically saying for him to be an ambassador of the sport at his weight class, he got all the belts and he got to rise to the occasion, and you only beat one guy for the belt and all. Right? Now, he's saying all of this, right? And it's like, well, for one, no, Haney doesn't fight at 135. Haney has no belts at 135. Haney has one belt at 140. Then he said Haney was ducking everybody and he took the easy way out. This man has no idea that Lomachenko, you see, this is why I reiterate, y'all, because when people talk, the blind will always be blind. It's not about trying to make you see anything, but I give the truth. I put the awareness there. And there's many times where somebody would say, hey, thanks, Aries, because I didn't know that, and I checked this and this. You're right. Because people will just say things and not know what they're talking about, but they'll say it with so much conviction that people think, and especially, oh, well, yeah, he's a former fighter too, and he's this and this. Okay, so for one, he says that he has no clue that Lomachenko vacated his WBC belt. That's how Devin Haney got the belt in the first place. So when they fought, he's not even aware that of the fact they could have did that a long time ago. Okay. 2, Devin Haney was the only one at 135 that was trying to fight all of these guys at 135. The reality is somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose. So it doesn't matter who you want to win. It doesn't mean that they're going to, but at least they want the smoke. Okay. Ryan, Raleigh, oh, I would never fight that guy. He's boring. Nobody cares about him, blah, blah, blah. Tank Davis turned money down. These are all facts. This is no opinions. See, this is where in this era of time where people are they're so into the drama and the fabrication, the bullshit, they just talk and they're saying things and they're not even paying attention to the sport. So, he was the only one at 135. Okay, now, how can you sit here and say, oh, but you only fought one guy? It's not like you collected all the belts. Okay, isn't that what Teofimo did when he beat Lomachenko? Isn't that what George Kambosos did when he beat Teofimo? So to say he's been running from the top fighters and he only chose to fight Kambosos because Kambosos is not that good. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Then he brought up the fact that, and just like, you didn't give Lomachenko, he didn't give Lomachenko a rematch, okay? Lomachenko didn't put a rematch clause in the fight with Teofimo. That's how confident he was that he was going to beat Teo. It backfired, and he got his ass whooped. Or do you not remember that? You understand? So it's like, let's bury Devin, but ignore fighters who did the same exact thing that we're burying Devin for. And that's pure bullshit. Now, I agree with him saying Devin gotta look at what he needs to add to his game and stuff like that. That's any fucking fighter. When you know what's funny is nobody, not Andre Durrell or whoever, nobody was saying this shit before Devin lost. Nobody was saying any of the things they were saying about Errol Spence before he lost. It's because they lost in such a bad way. Nobody was saying these things about Anthony Joshua until he lost. You understand what I'm saying? So now, how you get back up and keep going forward, that's what it's about. This generation of people is nothing about, they're just about pure hatred. Then he kept apologizing. I don't mean it you know what I'm saying? Like in other words, he said this over and over. So he's trying to say, I have no malice in my heart. I just want you to get it together. Well, not for nothing, but Andre Durrell wasn't the best fighter either. And I remember watching him and his twin brother. And when I'm watching them, I remember constant criticism. If you've been watching the Durrell brothers, they was constantly getting criticized. Oh, they don't have a crowd-pleasing style. They're not going to draw people fighting this way. Boxing is not done with your legs. You have to throw punches. I mean, all the things that they were saying. So I get what he's saying, but he's being extremely critical as if he was one of the top fighters in the world. Like he was pound for pound. Neither one of them was that. And I liked both of the Durrell brothers as fighters. But they got constant criticism. I don't understand why people are making it bottom line is this. For somebody to be undisputed, for somebody to accomplish the things that he did, and you notice how nobody's even looking at his age. And then Andre Durrell was saying, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? They're both 27, 28 years old. No, they're 20, 25. What are you talking about, man? And he's just saying things that let me see that he doesn't even really keep up with them. Then you have people that just watch just to criticize. So I'm listening to him talk. And I said, okay, when he said, Ryan trying to do that shoulder roll, trying to beat Floyd, he's going to get him knocked out. I believe that 1,000%. He doesn't even do a shoulder roll. Only thing he does is keep his shoulder up and then turn his head and his back to you, which should not be allowed. Okay, now, don't worry, because he's calling out Jerron Boots and Ryan can't make up his mind. In the ring, he says, yeah, we can run it back. Outside the ring, he said, nah, no rematch. Now I see a video of him saying, yeah, we're going to do it again. I'm whoop your ass worse this time. Then I see him in another video saying he's going up to 147, and he's calling out Jerron Boots Ennis. And trust me, this ain't going to be no Devin Haney situation. Jerron, and listen, I'm calling this, and this is nothing against Ryan. This is just flat out straight how I feel. Anybody want to bet? I will bet you Jerron Boots Ennis will fuck Ryan Garcia up bad. That's not even going to be a competitive fight. Jerron will kill him. I'm telling you, Ryan Garcia's style and Devin Haney's style is more suited for the smaller weights. Okay, 135, And I'm not going to say that they can't can't do it at 140. You know, like I said, when he beat Regis Prograis, everybody was so shocked. And what makes me laugh about it is every fucking video thumbnail you see, that Ryan Garcia shook up the world. How did you shake up the world? By beating a overhyped, pillow-fisted fighter. That shit makes no sense to me. That makes no sense to me, just like when Lomachenko and Haney fought, and people would say the stupidest shit like, yo, that fight could have went either way. I mean, it was a close fight, could have went either way, but that shit was a robbery. Make that make sense. It was a close fight, it could have went either way, but it was a robbery. Like, do you even listen to what comes out of you guys' mouths? So, yeah, I heard him talk. And, you know, and listen, let me tell you something. And he's saying, I always knew from day one he was overrated. And I'm like, you know what? This is so crazy, man. It can't just be that Ryan just was the better fighter, at least that night, and he whooped Devin Haney's ass. Who the fuck is denying that? Who's denying that? Boxing ego talking shit about people making up excuses about weight. Well, if you ever got in the fucking gym and trained, if you ever had to cut weight, then you would know. This is my point about people who don't know what the fuck they're talking about. When you cut weight, let me explain something to you. Let's say, for example, okay, we're talking about principles. I said in the very first video I made, let's say that Ryan did actually make weight. He may have still gotten the same results, but he also may not have gotten the same results. Aries can't tell you, oh, for sure, he wouldn't have been able to knock him. I don't know that. I'm saying I understand the motive, okay? Ryan is the one that put the tweet out saying, fuck that. I'm not draining myself. I want to be strong for the fight. So he came into that fight knowing he's not planning on cutting weight. I'm just going to pay the bullshit fine. If Devin Haney says, fuck this man missed weight, no fight. Oh, he's a pussy. He's scared of Ryan. He knew he was looking for something to happen. Yo, he knew that Ryan was going to beat him, blah, blah, blah. Nobody's thinking, just like, for example, when Anthony Joshua beat Ngannou, what did he say in the ring? Thank you to Francis Ngannou for saving the show. For saving the show. And the reason why he said that is real simple. It was supposed to be, no, not Ngannou. I'm sorry, not Ngannou, y'all. Robert Helenius. Because it was supposed to be Dillian White. Then Dillian White popped dirty. And then Helenius steps in. So point is, if he couldn't get an opponent, then no fight. Or Anthony Joshua himself could have said, nah, fuck it. I trained to fight Dylan. Last time I did this shit, I was supposed to fight Jarrell Miller, that shit, and he popped dirty, and the shit didn't go well. No. You understand what I'm saying? AJ would have been a bitch. All of that. Even when AJ comes back, destroys Otto Wallin, people still wanted that. It's immature, petty talk. And only losers in life talk like that. And for the record, I don't give a fuck if you're a multi-billionaire. You're still a fucking loser inside. And for you to not understand, these guys go in this ring and want to fight, where you got other people trolling and talking shit, but they're hand-picking people. The Haneys didn't hand-pick anyone. And when you call somebody a weight bully, make that make sense. A weight bully is not someone, if that's the case, if Ryan, listen, if Devin Haney is a weight bully because he fights at a smaller weight than what he walks around in, then about 97% of boxers are all weight bullies then. Because the majority of them walk around much heavier than the weight classes that they fight at. So, with the exception of like bantamweight, strawweights, and flyweights, most of the motherfuckers walk around much heavier than the weight class they fight at. How are you calling someone a weight bully simply but the person makes weight? Now make this make sense. Devin Haney is a weight bully because he's fighting smaller guys. Okay, Devin Haney countless times has said it's no secret. It's getting very difficult to make 135. You know, it's like I'm draining myself to make 135. Oh, he's just making excuses because he don't want to fight Lomachenko. Yet he's the one calling out Lomachenko. He's the one calling out Tank Davis. He's the one calling out Teofimo. All over the place trying to get a fight with Teofimo. He's the one calling out Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia also was his mandatory and opted out. You didn't hear Andre Dirrell say any of that. So all you heard was criticism and false information. That's factual. You know, this is why when people, like for example, that's why I brought up when Shane Mosley, for example, when he was talking, and I had some people in the comment section, oh, but Floyd ducked. No, Floyd ain't ducked shit. So then when I pull up the video and I play the audio, when Shane Mosley is sitting up here talking about, you know, he had to fix his tooth and he was going on vacation. No. He's the one that didn't want to fight Floyd. And it was also a video where he was interviewed. He was sitting on a ring apron and he was saying Floyd didn't do enough. That's the one I really wanted to. I wanted to find both of them. He said he didn't do enough to deserve a shot at me. I mean, you know, you got to come up like that's all great. Like, you know, I accomplished things at, you know, 130, 140, 135, whatever you like. But so, you know, as you go up in weight now, you know, I'm in this division. He was like, Floyd got to, you know, like to get a fight with me. I don't feel like he's accomplished enough. That's the one I really was hoping to find. And I don't know what show. I put in all kind of searches to get that video up. But bottom line is when I played this shit, it's like, oh shit, he did say that shit. Because the false information is, oh, Floyd ducked him and waited for him to get old. Like, man. And then also, Shane and Bernard Hopkins jumped in the ring talking shit after Floyd went there and demolished Juan Manuel Marquez. So he begged for that ass whooping. But yet, listen to the words, the choice of words. Floyd waited for him to get old. But once again, Lomachenko was old when he fought Devin. I'm really amazed at the fact that Lomachenko at 35 is able to sustain this level of competition. And, you know, okay, right. So he was old at 35. Floyd was 36 when he beat Canelo's ass. But, it wasn't that Floyd was old. It was just that Canelo was too young. See, this is the type of shit I'm saying. People are biased as fuck. But they don't think about what they say, especially when they're saying things. If they're speaking in favor of a fighter that everybody, that the majority of people want to see win, they don't care about backlash. They don't care. They say what they say and they move on. Okay. If Haney was such trash, why did Paulie Malignaggi bet on Haney to beat Ryan? Yet, he's overrated and now everybody, I always knew what time it was with Haney. I was never impressed with Haney. So, but your thumbnail says he shocked the world. He pulls off the biggest upset. How is it an upset beating a fucking bum? Because that's what y'all calling Haney. A hype job. He's a bum. He was never shit. Right. I don't care how you feel about him personally. I'm just saying, listen to the stupid shit coming out of people's mouths. Now, you know what's so funny? Somebody hit me up and said, hey, yo, things like Aries, check out Tim Bradley analysis. I swear to God, Tim Bradley's saying word for word what you saying. And I'm like, okay, cool. I went and I watched that shit and I said, yeah. No, and the thing is funny because it's just common sense. That's all. Nobody is denying that Ryan beat the shit out of Devin. We saw the fucking fight. Nobody is denying that the Haney's accepted the terms. Okay, they understood. And yeah, it's a fine. People, they ain't had no problem accepting the money. Well, you dumb fucks, that's the fucking rules. Okay? That's the fucking rules. That's the way it goes. He had to pay the fucking fine. What are you gonna say? Oh no, I don't want the money, but let's look. No, let's let the fight happen, but I don't want the money. Is that what he's saying? So what fucking point are you making? Yeah, they accepted it. Just like Devin accepted the terms that Tank gave. And he got his ass whooped and quit in the fucking ring. And that is what the fucking, see the little cocksuckers out there, that's what they want to try to forget. What Tank did to Ryan. And they talked all that shit about Ryan was going to do this and that. Oh, but he was weight drained. But Errol Spence wasn't weight drained when he fought Crawford, right? Let me tell y'all something. Jose Luis Castillo, when he fought Diego Corrales the first time, if you remember that fight, that was some dramatic shit. And Diego, like, he was all but out. But, he did what he did. He did what he did. And Diego came back and won that fight. Stopped Castillo. Castillo in the rematch purposely missed weight. The fight went on. What happens when you go the distance with someone, then have a rematch and get knocked out in like 4 or 5 rounds, and they miss weight and they come in, right? When you don't make weight, you're going to be stronger. Just like Ryan said. Ryan is telling you, dumb motherfuckers. He's telling you this. I'm not draining myself. No, so I'm not going to make weight. Devin Haney is going to make weight, which means I'm going to be strong. I'm already stronger than he is. So now I'm going to be that much stronger because he's going to make weight and I'm not. So bottom line, it's like, do you think that Ryan Garcia, even though he said fuck that and he's talking shit, he's already pulling all this bullshit. So all the crazy shit, no, that's just Ryan being Ryan. Ryan just, that's just who the fuck he is. Even though the fight's over, you see, he's still doing asshole type shit. But he won the fucking fight. Nobody can deny that shit. This is why when people, like the little kids on here, oh, LOL, he did this, he did that, oh, he whooped his, yeah, okay, so who the fuck is saying he didn't? Anybody with 2 good eyes can see that was an ass whooping. That's not even in question. Y'all obviously don't stand on business and don't stand on principles. That's why you're talking shit, trying to live vicariously through these fucking fighters. Example. Let's say me and any of you work at the same job. We got the same amount of union dues being taken out. We live in the same state. We work the same hours. So me and you, we work the 3 to 11 shift. Somehow Aries is late damn near every day. Right? He's late damn near every day. We work the same fucking hours. No overtime, straight pay. Somehow, my check is more than yours. That's not a problem. Now, the problem shouldn't be towards me. I don't make my own checks, right? But you realizing your money's short. How is it we work the same hours? We get the same exact, like we got everything. The same, like whatever, healthcare, dental care, whatever. We got the same exact shit. Got the same everything, the same dollar amount taken out. Everything. How is his check more than mine? Something's not right. You definitely should have a problem with the system, because if we're making the same dollar amount an hour, same hours, or everything, we work the same amount of hours, everything, like I said, but somehow I'm making more money than you. Something's not right. Or you a pussy and you just sit back, oh, well, it's not hurting my pockets. Doesn't have to. It's the principle. It's your fucking money. Morons, it's your money. Yeah, you'd have a problem with that shit. Wait, how is he making more money than me? This is not right. And he's late all the time. Okay. Now, if you can't understand that simple analogy and how it applies the same way in terms of principle, it's the same shit. So, bottom line, if when you talk about those 3 pounds, and I'm saying, if it was just 3 fucking pounds, if it was just 3 and I'm like, yeah, but because you see what I'm telling you, you never fucking fought. I'm speaking from experience. I'm not telling you, oh, because I watch fighters and no, from fucking experience, I know what it's like to make weight. It's a difference when you have to cut weight and make your actual weight. If the weight is draining you, that's what I'm saying. When your weight drain, it don't necessarily mean you can't go in there and fight and perform well. Okay, regardless, even if you were both weight drained. Let me say it once again. Ryan may still have this, it might have still been the same result. But it also very well could have come down to, I'm just as weight drained as Devin, but I am stronger regardless. Maybe he doesn't have the same impact on his punches. That's a strong possibility. And any real fucking fighter would know that shit. Anyone who had to cut weight would know that. This isn't about a fucking excuse for nobody. Fuck Devin Haney. Fuck all of these fighters. I say this shit all the time. I do not take nothing personal. I don't give a fuck on a personal level. It's just talking to grown people in this day and time is like, what the fuck is different between a 30-year-old and a fucking 13-year-old in this era? You motherfuckers are some simps. Let's be real. Once again, a fighter who said, people, oh, it's only 3 pounds. Well, why the fuck couldn't he just go try to knock them 3 pounds off? That was by design. I never tried to make weight. I'm going to come in this motherfucker heavier. Now, strategically, I watched the fight again. And yes, now I noticed it from the beginning. You know, it wasn't so much, and listen, like I always tell you, anytime two people fight the same fighter, there's always going to be a comparison to who did what and how they did it. And that's another thing that Darrell brought up, and I agree with that. And I said this, look, I already said this shit. But I feel like Devin fought the wrong strategy, where he should have been boxing, using his double, triple jab, because, look, off movement, lateral movement, Ryan has faster hands than Devin, and he hits harder, okay? Now, according to the tail of the tape, they actually have Devin arms being a little bit longer, but he's a little bit shorter. But bottom line is, he needed to move and not be right in front of him. He's walking in with the high guard, like I told you guys already. And pretty much, he wasn't able to get his offense going the way that he should have, or the way he would, in the way he would have liked to. So he's coming in, and he wasn't, like, when he's walking in, it's like, get your shots in, get out. Don't be there waiting for the receipt. But he was trying, everything was power shots. I like the fact he was going to the body. He was mixing it up, going upstairs and downstairs. But he was walking in, and then he get in close, and it's like, no. If you're going to get in close, you need to let your hands go on the inside. But you also need to be ready to catch and shoot, to parry shot. He wasn't able to do none of those things. So, yeah, it's very possible that in his mind, he want to try to outdo Tank. Ryan hits harder than Devin. We already knew that. And he's faster than Devin. We already knew that. Devin is not the type of puncher that Tank is. So that strategy, that style isn't going to work for him. How many times have I said to you guys in the past, imagine a guy with Mike Tyson's stature, his build and everything, right? But he has speed, but he doesn't have Mike Tyson's punching power. You understand what I'm saying? It's not going to be the same for that guy. Because why? If he doesn't pack a good punch like Mike did, you're on the inside, you're doing right by moving your head and you're slipping and moving. But basically, Mike's power and speed combined was a huge advantage for him, because you rarely see guys that's fast, super fast and strong at the same time, and knew how to move and slip. So Mike Tyson's style, what I'm saying, there were several people that tried to fight like Mike Tyson, but they didn't have all the tools. But one thing for sure, if you don't have that punching power, you understand, it's not going to be the same. Now, with that all being said, if we don't have to make weight, then why do we have different weight classes? When you go get an apartment, you think your landlord want to keep hearing excuses every month about, oh, you know what happened? All right, I got sick, so I ain't worked for 3 days, so I'm a little short, and right? One of the first things they're going to bring up to you, okay, for people that don't make their payments on time. When you came here, you signed the contract. You agreed and understood, okay? The rent is due the first of every month. Okay? That's what I need from all the tenants. It's getting to a point where now every other week, every other month, you're just not on time with your payments. Okay. Why do they bring up the contract? Because that's what you agreed to. Me bringing up the comparison of how do fighters get fined? How do fighters, because they fail a drug test, but then all of a sudden they're back in the ring fighting? As time goes on, there'll be no rules respected, no regulations, nothing. Everything will just be, oh, come on, man, but all right, if that person found something in their system, let that person take the same thing. So they'll be on a level playing field now. Everything will be, equal. No, we don't have to make weight. Oh, they failed the drug. Shh, don't talk about it. It'll go away. Let's be real. And this is why when people were saying Shields is hating on Baumgarten, listen to everything Shields said. I said this shit before she did, way before. For you to give somebody a hair sample 3 months after you failed the test does not clear shit. I was always wanting to see Baumgarten to win. But once again, I call it down the fucking middle. So nobody can play that shit with Aries that I'm showing favoritism or whatever. No, I don't give a fuck about Ryan's silly antics. Like I said, I'm a no-nonsense type of person. So I'm not into all that goofy shit. And I'm a grown-ass man. I know that shit doesn't entertain me. So I'm look, it has nothing to do with hatred. It's simple. For you to give a hair sample 3 months afterwards, 3 fucking months, not even 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 whole months. Now we're going to give a hair sample. I mean, I'm saying, that shit don't sound suspicious to you? So basically, whatever you can get away with. Example, what if Nassim Richardson didn't notice that Margarito hands was being wrapped with plaster in it? What if he didn't catch that? So how many times in the past did he do this? Then when Miguel Cotto fought him the first time, he busted Miguel Cotto face up pretty bad. Now, we don't know if he had plaster in his glove or not. So I can't say, I know for a fact. No, I don't know that. But I won't be shocked if he did. In the rematch, Miguel Cotto fought a better fight. Okay? He can only damage you if he can hit you. But the bottom line is when he hits you, he has an advantage. So what are we going to start saying now? Oh, well, let Shane Mosley wrap some plaster in his glove too. And his hand wraps in. Then it's all... No. It's a fucking sport. When Floyd was preaching about keeping the sport clean, making sure that everybody is clean. Oh, man, who Floyd think he is? Oh, man, he's just trying to make excuses. So what are you saying? It doesn't matter to you if fighters are clean or not? Every time someone says, like example, someone said, I saw a video where someone was saying that that Inoue is being accused of being on steroids. Someone responded and said the fact that he's being accused of taking steroids, right, just means he's that good. That shows how good he is. Okay, first of all, common fucking sense. Steroids don't make you don't raise your IQ. Steroids don't make you a better fighter. Okay, we know the type of advantage that people try to get with stamina, with power, and things of that nature. Okay, so that's completely stupid. That has nothing to do with his skill level. Nobody has any proof that Inoue is doing anything. I don't even know where that came from, other than the fact that he's whooping ass like he's doing. Like when he went up to fight Stephen Fulton, and people was talking about, oh, Fulton can't punch, and I'm saying that's the least of his worries. His problem is going to be trying to find Inoue. If you saw the fucking fight, was I fucking wrong? Trying to find him, because Inoue, most of us knew Inoue is a way better fighter than Fulton. Most of us knew that already. We already knew that, who had the power, who had the faster hands, who had the overall better boxing skills. Now, if you wanted Fulton to win, fine. If Fulton would have won, I wouldn't have been shocked. But at the same time, I felt like Inoue was going to win that fight, and that Fulton was going to have a problem finding him. Not because Inoue is running, but defensively and how he can parry shots and his quickness, how he can slip, make you miss, and then he lunges in and all of a sudden he done threw 4 or 5 shots, and you don't have time to really slip and move and deflect his shots. Like, Fulton is not that type of guy. So stylistically, it's like you got 2 good boxers, but one is just, see, Inoue can be a boxer or boxer puncher. You see, and bottom line is his volume, his hand speed, his power. I told you guys, him going up to fight Fulton is not, but Fulton's the bigger man. Yeah, but Fulton is not really a strong dude. He's kind of skinny. And basically, his power, his lack of power, didn't help. But even if he punched harder, how many clean shots did you see him land on Inoue? I told you, trying to find Inoue is going to be the hardest thing for him. But I don't see him being able to, really avoid getting hit by Inoue. And that's how the fight played out. I'm not about favoritism. So even if, I wanted Devin to win. And pretty much I wanted to see him, because, all the stupid shit that Ryan does, don't worry. If he's really serious about fighting Jaron Ennis, you're going to see exactly the difference of skill. Devin is more skilled than Ryan, but Devin showed this. He's as good as he was. I don't think at all that he was overrated. I don't think it was no bad night. And I told you that shit in the first video. It wasn't no bad night. He just got his ass whooped. Bottom line. It wasn't it was a bad. No, I don't agree with that bad night shit. He went in there with the wrong strategy. He's not strong enough to try to fight the way Tank does. He doesn't have the same type of boxing IQ that Tank does. Tank is different. Tank is different. And bottom line, Tank has more patience and understands what he's doing in that ring, where Tank will come after you or he'll get on the back foot. See, when he gets on the back foot, people take that as fear. Oh, he's scared, didn't get. Nope. Tank is going to break your ass down. He's going to make you walk into some shit. You're getting confident, thinking that you're winning. We've seen him do it time and time again. And next thing you know, you on your ass trying to figure out what just happened. So I feel like he fought the wrong strategy. Haney didn't show the ability to go to a plan B, a plan C, a plan D. And I agree with his father, Bill. I don't think that Haney ever really fully recovered. I don't think he really fully recovered from, the first time he got knocked down. I don't think he fully recovered from it. Now, bottom line is, this all happened in the fight. There's no excuses to make. He got beat the fuck up. So it's like, if you're going to talk to me, if you're not a grown, mature-minded adult, don't come with your fucking feelings and telling me stupid shit that I already know. People love to reiterate what you said, but they say it as if they're teaching you something. Like, what the fuck do you think you're saying? We know what happened. We saw what happened. Nobody's denying what fucking happened. The denial is the fucking people acting as if the weight doesn't make a difference. It definitely makes a fucking difference. Which is why when I made the videos before, and I told you the same things, y'all making it sound like 3 pounds is nothing, but yet none of you are coming to that conclusion that, well, shit, yeah, if it was nothing, then you should have been able to burn the 3 pounds. Okay, now let me show you how you motherfuckers are full of shit. When Jake Paul was fighting Hassan Rahman Jr., he's talking about fighting at I forgot what it was, 199 or whatever it was. He had a rehydration clause where Hassan Rahman Jr. couldn't come in. He could not come in more than, I think it was 205 or 204 or something like that. Hassan Rahman Jr. walks around, he said like 230 or something like that. Hassan Rahman Jr., right, didn't make the weight. So what happened? Jake Paul said, no fight. Did y'all call him a pussy? Did y'all call him a bitch-ass motherfucking? Nope. You know what y'all said? No, you got to blame Hassan Rahman Jr. He agreed to the terms. That was on the contract. But y'all also overlooked the fact that he threw that stipulation there later. And then, yeah, he agreed to it. And he didn't make the weight. Somehow, he didn't honor his contract. And so, Jake Paul wasn't wrong for calling the fight off. Okay, but wait. Somehow, Ryan Garcia is perfectly okay with not making the fucking weight. Purposely. I told you guys, go back and look at the fucking video. Hassan Rahman Jr. is no world-class fighter, and he's a fucking lazy-ass fucking fighter. You can see he don't put the work in the gym, and he has no fucking stamina whatsoever. He doesn't have good punch resistance at all. What Jake Paul was trying to do, and even people like Tim Bradley, Andre Ward, different people, well, yeah, you got to give Jake Paul this props if he beats him because, he's 14-1 or 13-1 or whatever his record was. And they were saying how he's a world-class. No, he's not no world-class fucking fighter. And that's why I was getting turned off by what they're saying, because I said they're trying to cater to this new wave generation of boxing, to these misfits and all this shit. Bottom line, Hassan Rahman Jr., let's just say it like it is, he ain't shit. And I told you guys that from day one. Okay, now, let's go back to what I said. Okay, but he got more fights than Jake Paul. Okay, right now, Jake Paul is ready to fight a 57-year-old man who ended his career on his fucking back. And at 57, for namesake, I beat Iron Mike Tyson. And he wants to, his whole reputation is built on beating over-the-hill fighters. MMA or boxing. So hold up. Since we're going to use that as a reason, okay, Hassan Rahman Jr. got more fights, right? Okay, cool. Check this out. Francis Ngannou has less fights. Okay? Less fights than fucking Jake Paul. Francis Ngannou not fighting 6-rounders, 8-rounders. No, he went in there and fought Fury in 10 rounds. He got knocked out by AJ in 2, but the point is, he didn't come here fighting that. And I don't know if people, when you make these comparisons, let's be real. He didn't start out with no fucking 6-round fights and all that. No. 4 rounds, 6 rounds. No. And even though Jake Paul has way more fights than Francis Ngannou, that man told Eddie Hearn, I'm better than half the fighters on your fucking roster. Okay, cool. So that means you should be way better. You should be way better than Francis Ngannou. Yeah. See, Hassan Rahman Jr. has a respected father, former world champion. We're going to take this guy and Hassan Rahman Jr. and talk him up like he's some big deal. And so after I beat him, and remember, I was going with Jake Paul to win. Why? Because I saw Hassan Rahman Jr. fight, and I was like, man, this dude is not good. He's lazy. He's lazy. He's not a good fighter. He's lazy. But that's how Jake Paul wanted to build him up to be. And trust me, he would have made it, oh yeah, I beat this guy, Hassan Rahman Jr., the son of former world champion, Hassan Rahman, his father was this and that, and yeah. You guys are applauding this shit. Yeah, but you got to understand, Jake Paul don't have no real experience like that, and just listen to what's coming out of y'all mouths. And y'all talking like this dude is beating world-class fighters. Oh, but Anderson Silva, he, once again, another 40-something-year-old guy that was far removed from his prime. This is what I'm talking about. But wait, that was y'all beef. That was the fucking beef y'all had with Hassan Rahman Jr. He didn't honor his contract. He didn't make the weight he agreed to. Why the fuck is that so hard to understand about Ryan Garcia? There's a difference. Hassan Rahman is a fat fucking old, like he's lazy. So even when he trims down and is in better shape, He doesn't have it in him to go that extra mile. He just doesn't have that. Okay, so if you walk around between 225 and 230 and someone is telling you to come in, you can't rehydrate up past 200, I think it was 205 or 204, something like that, whatever it was. They know that that's a lot. They know that. So the point is, let's say if he would have been able to make it, he would have definitely been weight drained. For that man to come in there 10, 15 pounds lighter than what he normally fights at or walks around, okay, this is what I'm saying. So he wouldn't have had full power. But you know who would have been okay? Jake Paul. You know why? Because Jake Paul gained weight. He wasn't fighting at 175. So it was 199. So Jake Paul was coming up in weight. So he wouldn't have been drained. It wouldn't have affected him at all. You understand what I'm saying? So I knew what he was trying to do. I'm explaining these things, but you got the fucking people that got Jake Paul's cheeks open and then nose right up, pressed right against his hole. Oh, Jake. That's what y'all do. Oh, Hassan Rahman Jr. didn't honor his contract. What did y'all say about Terrence Crawford and Spence? I told y'all, Crawford is not doing anything wrong if he does say the rematch is at 147. That's where he got belts at. Okay, like I said, if he agreed to the terms at 154, it would just be, okay, I'm approved now. Okay, you said you'll feel strong at 154. Okay, cool. Now I'm going to beat you at 154. But he didn't have to. Didn't I say he did nothing wrong by doing that? Okay, where he got criticized is because he sat there and said, oh, we could definitely make the fight at 154, is no problem. And he said, did he not? It's hard for me to make 147 too. All right then. So, bottom line, it was contracted that he, the winner, can choose if they want to fight at 154 or 147 or whatever. He had that power. He won. Nobody can say Crawford was wrong for that. But again, you did open your mouth and say you can make it at 154 just to turn around and change your mind. So that's what people was getting at him about. But in terms of contracts, no, he honored the contract. And that's the first thing came out of y'all mouth. Oh, but contractually, he's not contracted. Oh, right. See, the contract, honoring the contract only comes into play when you want it to. So it's not Ryan Garcia's responsibility to make 140. And that's the weight class he fights at. For the record, Oscar De La Hoya spoke. Did y'all see him speak? And said he was not happy about Ryan not making 140. As a professional, you always supposed to make weight. Yeah. This is all I'm saying. We need to be clean. We need to make sure we know what we're putting in our bodies, on our bodies. We need to make sure we make weight. That's what true professionals do. That's what true professionals do. If you have to do all this extra antics and lie and scheme, it shows you're scared. You feel like you need all of this extra shit for an advantage to play the mind games. And bottom line, all the stupid shit that Ryan was doing, maybe Devin thought that it was going to be an easier fight than because of the way Ryan was acting. Who knows? None of that shit matters. When you're in that ring, you have to make adjustments. It's like in a street fight. You can come across a complete stranger. You don't know if that person really know how to scrap or not. But bottom line, it's about what you know. So at that moment, if y'all just throwing blows, knees, feet, whatever, at the end of the fucking day, right? At the end of the fucking day, it comes down to what? What you have in here, your mental toughness, everything, and what you're physically capable of doing. I was kicking a fucking bag the other day, and the dude said, God damn, Aries. Yo, you kicking this bag like you 500 pounds, man. You got torque on your shit, man. He said, I didn't know you knew how to use your feet, too. I said, how could you know? You never seen me fight before. You don't know what I know how to do. Now, I know you could box, but I didn't know you could. That's what I'm saying. So you could very easily get into it with somebody, and they think they know and they don't know, and you wind up, really putting something on a person. You don't take anybody lightly. So nobody can blame Ryan point a finger at him because he got away with what he was allowed to get away with. But for being unprofessional, yeah, anybody. Like I said, David Benavidez was getting roasted for that. He got stripped twice for the same shit. Not making weight. And he did the same thing. He went in there, beat his opponent. Both fucking times. But guess what? His belt was taken. People bitching because they're like, well, how Ryan still going to have, how is Haney still going to have the belt? Well, that's something that people got to take up with the WBC. Or whatever, WBA, IBF, whichever belt he has. But bottom line, what I'm saying, even in that, Devin Haney, remember I said to y'all, I don't know if his jaw was broken or not. I made that video about, the first video I made it about, it was probably around 3 o'clock in the morning. Maybe 2. Maybe like around between 2:30 and 3 o'clock in the morning. And so there was things, I watched the, after the, the in-ring post interview. I watched that. All the, the post-conference interview, I didn't see that until the next day. And I said, I don't know if Devin Haney's jaw is broken, but his speech, he sound like he might have a broken jaw. Now, I seen video thumbnails of people saying, they're making fun of it and laughing at it like this is the Hurt Business. That's what happens. Devin Haney isn't making any excuses about nothing. Bill Haney's not making any excuses about nothing. And then you got people saying dumb shit like, oh, notice how quiet Devin is now? Bro, Bill is the one that's normally talking and trying to make the connections and pushing for his son like he's supposed to do. What y'all want Devin to do? Like, what is he supposed to do? Like what is he supposed to do? Like what videos is he supposed to make right at this moment? Nobody likes to lose. But what did he say? Oh, definitely, I want to run it back. He got the heart. While your other little fucking boyfriend heroes is running around sitting here watching but talking shit but not doing nothing. Being inactive. Remember when Keith Thurman was supposed to fight Tim Tszyu? Do you guys remember in the video when I said there's no guarantee that this fight's going to happen because Keith Thurman is injury prone? Who's to say he won't hurt himself in training? What the fuck happened? Why did I say that? Because Keith Thurman words is, you can't always get the fights you want, and then injuries and things like that, reoccurring injuries keep you out the ring. Okay. If you watch Keith Thurman through his career, you know that he's a soft motherfucker. I don't mean soft like scared to fight type soft. I mean, he gets hurt easily. You understand what I'm saying? When he got beat by Manny Pacquiao, here's the funny thing. You motherfuckers are sitting up here talking about people making excuses for Errol Spence, making excuses for Devin Haney or whatever. Yet, Deontay Wilder is the fucking excuse king. But y'all make excuses for him. Y'all say something completely different than what the fucking fighters say, which I've been telling y'all, and it's like for the longest. But what's funny about it is, when Keith Thurman lost to Manny Pacquiao, you motherfuckers is talking about, it's because he got married. You know what I'm saying? He chilling. He enjoying life. Oh, wow. Oh, that's what it is? And y'all got the fucking nerve to accuse people who understand boxing and have knowledge of how shit works for making excuses? I can't speak for everybody else. But I know for me, and let me tell you something. I've had several people reach out to me like, yo, man, I love your channel. I see what you're doing. And, yo, I agree with everything you saying. This and this and that and such a thing. Channels who I don't even really fuck with. Channels who people have heard me say I don't fuck with them because of such and such a thing. I don't know them personally. And these motherfuckers are reaching out. Yeah, I got alphabet boys like, yo, your shit be on point though. You right. Okay, nobody's making no fucking excuse. I don't give a fuck on a personal level. We're going to talk boxing. Let's talk boxing. Let's talk what's real. You motherfucker, you know what's so funny? I got motherfuckers telling me they do this, they do that. They don't know how to speak back. They don't even know how to they don't even know how to wrap their hands. But they got all this boxing experience. They don't know how to skip rope. They don't know how to hit a fucking double end back. They don't know nothing. They don't know how to, they don't practice drill, nothing. But yet, they have all this, and I'm just like, let me tell you something. One of my neighbors, I respect him so much. He's not a boxer. He run marathons and stuff. He's the one, dude named Chris. All right, he's my neighbor. Chris was the one that was working with me to do a marathon run. And I told him, I said, nah, I don't want to cut weight. I don't want to lose weight to do this shit. I said, I'm already in, I stay in shape. I said, I just want to do this marathon. And I know for me to do it, slow pace, I'm familiar with the way it works. But he ran with me. Okay. You know what he did? And it's not a competition with training. He didn't try to show, oh yeah, I can do this all day. He just ran. And we were just running. I got shit in my ears. I'm listening to my stoic what you call it? Stoic philosophy. I don't even have music on. I'm just, and we're going. And then he looked at me and just thumbs up. And we did the run. Not once did I have to stop for rest, nothing. He said, man, you got it. He said, and that's the thing. It's your pace. Now, the thing about the marathon is when to slow down, when to speed up. It's different. It's not the same as just jogging. But you got people who think they can just go jump in a marathon without the proper type of training for the marathon. So I was riding the bike. I was doing other things. The stamina is different. It's like, for example, if you run 200 meters, 60 meters, whatever, 100 meters. Yeah, you will smoke a marathon runner in a short race. But if you think just because you're faster than them, that you can just jump and run a marathon, no, you have to know. We did this shit constantly. He was with me all the time. And I never had to stop, not once. We always were able to make it through. But when I could see the progression and how to do it and how, now, this is what I'm saying. I respect him. He's no fighter or nothing like that. But one thing that I love about Chris is always down the middle. Chris don't make excuses, nothing. And that's how I was raised. I'm not an excuse maker. And so for me, it's always working on yourself, doing things to improve yourself. But I'm always respectful to everybody until you give me a reason to not be respectful to you. You understand what I'm saying? I ignore so much bullshit that, believe me, it's just like a lot of times when people speak. That's why I said I would love for some of you motherfuckers that leave comments to be standing right in front of me. So repeat that shit to me that you said in the comment section. Yeah, it'd be real different then. Well, no, all this stupid shit. It's like it's coming from people that ain't never had a fight in their life. Never had to cut weight, never hit a bat, nothing. Just talking shit as a fucking fan. I would never call myself a fan of anyone. I'm too much man for that. I'm nobody's fan. I have mutual respect and things like that, but never a fan of anybody's. I'm not built that way. So people, King Ryan did. King my ass. The only people I call kings is like my family. That's how I greet my sons in the morning. Good morning, King. Simple. As a fan, me calling somebody a fan as if I'm doing, no, hell no. Grown ass men, King Ryan. Nah. It's not me. We're built different. Most definitely. We're built different. So when y'all come in with that fanboy shit, miss me with that. Nobody's saying, oh, Ryan cheated. Ryan did what he got away with what he was able to get away with. Let me tell you something. Anytime you're affiliated with Bernard Hopkins, we know Bernard Hopkins have no problem with lying and doing dirty shit and taking shortcuts. We know he has no problem doing that shit. You understand what I'm saying? Oscar De La Hoya, he ain't no fucking saint either. Joe Goosen, none of them. I heard Joe Goosen sitting there speaking about when they was talking. Remember he had, what's that chick? I think her last name was Hardy. And she was his fighter. She failed the drug test. I remember him, like with the Baumgartner situation. Like, it's so funny how when people speak about things, they speak as if they're so stern and stand on business and the truth. But you see bullshit all through them, right? And my whole thing was like, people ask me, somebody in the comment section asked me one time about Alicia Baumgartner. Would I still like cheer for her even after what she did? Now, here's how I see this, okay? No. It's not about a grudge. She ain't do this shit to me. But I know if somebody has a certain personality where certain characteristics where they don't mind doing dirty, underhanded, backstabbing shit, I can't respect that. So my thing is like, most fighters, I'm just like, pretty much any fighter, may the best man win. Even if I want you to win, I have no problem saying I wanted this fighter to win. But just because I want you to win don't mean that you are going to win. But not for me. But if Alicia Baumgartner understands what she did wrong, if Alicia Baumgartner understands that, damn, that was some foul shit I said and did. No, the change is not for me. I don't know her. She don't know me. She ain't got to do shit for me and vice versa. But when a person doesn't change from their fucked up ways, they don't see the wrong. No, I can't fuck with that. I can't. So the point is, it's not personal on my behalf, but this is real life. So we can't separate boxing from real life as if, oh, you're a good person in real life, but on camera, you're just a piece of shit. No, it's real life. These people are letting you know who they are. Example, when people say shit like, I remember one time Floyd was being interviewed, and they asked Floyd about his daughter marrying, I think it's NBA young boy or whatever, whoever, I think that was, whatever. And I remember him saying like, oh, I don't want nothing but the best for her, nothing but the best, So here's my thing. When you say nothing but the best, what do you mean? Because every time I hear people say that shit, the person that they're involved with is either they got big money or they're on the verge of getting big money. But who they are in here, and here, and in here, that's not what people look at. So this is why you have all these domestic violence situations where these dudes slapping these fucking women around, these women in here trying to attack the guys, and they going through all this shit, and you think that these people are good people just because they're rich. I told you, I don't like shows like Real Housewives of Atlanta and all that, Love and Hip Hop. I don't watch none of that bullshit. If you watch any of it, what is it? A bunch of disgruntled, angry, manic, depressive motherfucking people. All they do is argue and fight and never get along. That's all they do is bullshit. It's bullshit. I don't like none of those shows. I never have. The Flavor of Love, that chick New York had her own spot. I'm aware of these shows, but it's what I'm saying. You sit and you look at something and you just trying to understand, like, wow. Example, somebody said, you see the Good Times reboot? I said, you mean the animated shit? They was like, yeah. I said, yeah, I caught it. What you think of it, man? I said, it's shit to me. Here it is 50 years later. There's no progression. They're still poor. Outside of the Evans family household, even on the original show, yeah, in real life, people curse, swear, they do a bunch of stuff. They had certain things incorporated into the show, and it's supposed to be a comedy, so people want to laugh. One of the biggest criticisms that people had for the show was that, damn, they just struggled. The best thing that happened to the Evans family, like James will lose his job at the car wash, but then get the job back before the episode ends. Something like that. So, technically, the happiest moment that ever happened on that show was the very last episode when they were moving and they was talking about how much they're going to miss each other and all that, Walona and the rest of the family, and it turns out that the house that Walona bought, it turns out that Florida and the rest, and JJ and all them, they bought the house next door. So they went out with, oh my God, we're going to be neighbors. And so, I mean, like, damn, they just couldn't catch a break. I mean, goddamn, even on Sanford and Son, at some point, they owned the Sanford Arms. So not only do they got the junk business, but they got the Sanford Arms. So they're entrepreneurs. They make, bottom line, the Jeffersons, George and his wife Louise, they started out, doing very well, but they showed episodes of where they went back to before they were doing, before they were well off and things like that. Then of course, the Cosby Show comes along and stuff like that. But Good Times, they call it Good Times, but damn, where was the Good Times at? So here this show comes, and all they do is curse and swear, and for some reason they love showing the father, he's always naked, and it's just a bunch of bitch-ass niggas. Fuck you, you bitch-ass nigga, fuck you. Motherfucker, and I'm just looking, and it's like, wow, same thing. They're a bunch of lying, cheating, hustling-ass motherfuckers. No progression in the show. Nobody's successful. Do you understand what I'm saying? And it's just pretty much scratching, nickel and dime. They got a baby drug dealer, and it just depicts, black life as being a bunch of fucking sneaky lying lowlifes. So no, I don't like the show. Now, I could sit and ignore it and go, it's just a show, just something to watch. But this type of shit influences people the wrong ways. And I think that they looked at the success of like the Boondocks, Black Afro Samurai, because they curse and swear and do all that shit on there, especially on fucking the Boondocks. And I think that they probably felt like, let's take that direction. We're gonna bring this show back. And I don't even find the show funny. This era of time is different. If you watch reaction videos, you got much younger people will do a reaction video to Sanford and Son, the Jeffersons, All in the Family, all these different shows, and you know what they always say, the writing is so good. And you don't get that now. No, they had live audiences back then. Now they got fucking laugh machines. The jokes are corny as fuck, they dry as hell. They're not even comedies, they're dramas. And I can sit here and watch a whole show of something and go, what the fuck did I just watch? I'm not laughing. I'm not purposely not laughing. This shit is just dry. It's not funny. Simple. So you might find it funny that all they want to do is depict us as being a bunch of drug dealing hoes, sluts, bitches, just, bitches, bitch-ass niggas, and it's just a bunch of fucking criminals. Because that's all this show depicts. Now, show me how they're going to make a spinoff where they go from being that way to, now they made it out the ghetto. Now they're living good. But, they got prostitution on the show. Like I said, a baby drug dealer. It's just so crazy, man. And I'm just like, yeah, it's just a show to me. But like I said, I understand the influence that these type of shows have. I understand the music, the message in the music. Okay, this chick that rap, Sexy Red, Ice Spice. Why the fuck does kindergartners know the words to these women's songs? Because the parenting ain't shit. My sons done got big now, okay? When they were little, they couldn't listen to nothing with any curse words. I don't curse around them and stuff like that. I wouldn't let them listen to my music because some of it has some cursing in it. Stuff like that. It's like, no, I don't want them to grow up glorifying street life. I don't want them to grow up thinking that it's okay to do foul shit. I don't give a fuck about people getting mad when you say that because, well, man, I did hip hop too. I don't give a fuck. And you are part of the problem, motherfucker, because that's my whole thing. Everything has to be something negative. So we get to a point where, like I said, there's no such thing as morale. There's no such thing as family values. When was the last time you seen anything that's promoted on TV, social media, family oriented? Right now, you can watch a show that's rated TV 14, and then, you bitch ass nigga, fuck that, bitch like me needs some dick. And I'm like, wow, they're doing this shit on, but am I shocked? Not really. It's just the fact that it's like, just look at this. You walk into a barbershop, you got little kids sitting there. The barber is playing movies with a bunch of foul language and everything. And even the parents don't even, it doesn't bother nobody. The barber don't even have the decency. Hey, it's kids in it. No, nothing is family oriented. Everything is do what you want. Society is teaching men to not want to be with women, teaching women to not want to be with men. And basically, your friends and family have all the say so in your relationship. So you're questioning your man based on what the fuck your friends think. You're questioning your woman based on what the fuck your friends and family think. So all of this shit is what I'm telling you. Corruption is all over the place. People just don't see it that way. They don't understand what they see. And if you're from this piece of shit generation, then yeah, you think that this is the shit. Our generation got this and this. Y'all motherfuckers think that y'all invented life. They make it seem like life started the year 2000 or something like that. Like, no. Bottom line. So, yeah, if we're going to have fucking fighters failing drug tests but still allowed to fight, and we're going to pick and choose who we suspend and who don't, who can fight and who gets banned, then what are we doing? What are we doing? If fighters don't have to make weight, they can just come in and do whatever, I'll just pay the fine. No, at some point, it's like, no. You should have to make weight. Let me tell you something. There's fighters that have fought, got in the ring, and basically didn't perform. A couple of fighters didn't get paid. They held their pay because they didn't fight. This is a fact. Go look it up. Couple of fighters got in the ring and wouldn't fight, stunk the place up, and the crowd, you got people leaving. No, they held their pay. No, now we can just do whatever we want, right? Nah, fuck, I don't give a fuck if the contract says I'm fighting at 140. Man, I'm coming in here 143.2 pounds, and I'm not going to make weight, but my opponent he's going to be drained, and I'm not. Clear advantage. You don't understand the tricks of the trade. You motherfuckers that hate Tyson Fury was talking about how Tyson Fury got mob ties and he was known for doing dirty shit, and his sparring partner said that he was in the dressing room and an egg weight fell out of his bag and all this kind of shit. See, we're so selective and want to pick and choose who's dirty and who's not. Remember all the people? Do y'all remember all the people that was coming in the comment sections talking about Tyson Fury's going to be in jail? All of Deontay Wilder fans? And I'm like, he ain't going to be in no fucking jail, not for this bullshit. Because Deontay ain't got nothing. He ain't got no fucking proof. No, just you wait, Aries. I'm telling you. You ain't telling me shit, motherfucker. He's not going to jail for this shit. Plain and simple. Who was wrong? Is he in jail? Because last time I checked, he's the WBC champ of the world. Huh? But yet, he's going to jail. What did Deontay's boy say? After we beat him in his third fight, then we going to bring all this evidence we got and get this dirty motherfucker about the sport. What evidence? Then Deontay stands up there and say, I'm going to go to my grave knowing that this man cheated. But it's hard to convince people when you don't have proof. But I was hating on Wilder when I say he doesn't have proof. I just sit and watch and observe. I don't know why the fuck people are so shocked when the truth comes out. This is why I question, like, how many real grown adults come, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what world do we live in? None of this shit is hard to figure out. It's right in front of you. And that's all I'm doing, is calling what's right in front of us. You know, and let me tell you something. Now, I didn't watch the video. I saw a thumbnail that said, Jaron Boots Ennis and Terrence Crawford are agreeing to terms. Last time I checked, this Wednesday is supposed to be a press conference for Terrence Crawford and this Margarito, or however you say the guy, Dracula. Let's just call him that. That's his name, Dracula. Him and Dracula, okay? So how the fuck is he going to have negotiations with Jaron Boots Ennis at the same time? That would mean he see Dracula as being such a shitty fighter. He ain't worried about him. Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. So, unless the fight with him is off, there's no way. You understand me? There's no way that he's negotiating with no damn Jaron Boots Ennis right now. Could have been clickbait. I never watched the video. But that makes zero sense. And it would be completely unprofessional for Terrence Crawford to look past an opponent that he chose to fight. But when I'm saying all this time, why not fight Jaron Boots Ennis? Let me tell you something. If I'm in Terrence Crawford's corner, I'm like, Terrence, why don't we go beat Jaron Boots Ennis? Fight him. You beat him. There's really nobody left at 147 that has an actual name. Okay? Now, you go up to 154. There's nothing left for you to really do at 147 other than, I mean, there's always something to do because there's always contenders. Don't get me wrong. and you can fight these guys and defend your belt. But you beat Jerron Boots Ennis. The only motherfucker they can say you didn't fight was Ugas, and it doesn't matter. Ugas is done. The Pacquiao fight never happened. Pacquiao's gone. So now you go to 154. You start campaigning at 154. It doesn't matter who you fight first, especially if it's for a title, because that's what you're coming to this division to do. Let me go up here and collect belts here. Or is it just about using the belt to get leverage to get the biggest payday? Now, all is because there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that we don't know what the mindset is completely, like what all the actual plans are, but he definitely want the big payday. No, it ain't all about the money with him. Right. I already showed y'all that played that clip for y'all. It's always about the money. Okay, like I told you, this is what they do for a living. How many of y'all are really dumb enough to think that a fighter wants to fight and not get paid? So it's always about the money. I've told you guys this shit years ago. It's always about the money. Some people care about legacy as well. But at some point, you got fighters right now that's broke. You got people that went to their grave broke. But they have a hell of a highlight reel, solid careers, and have nothing to show for it. And when I say nothing to show for it, I don't mean to show, hey, yeah, look at my Bentley. Yeah, look at my mansion. I mean, no, they can't even put fucking cheese on a Whopper. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, they didn't reap the benefits properly. Nobody's fucking trying to deny ass whooping, man. It's all about, let's do things the right fucking way. That's all. Now look at the same way how people saying belts don't matter, right? What we say about Jared Anderson, I don't need to be champ to be validated. We seen talking about Tank and Ryan fight and had 1.2 million pay-per-view buys and did better than guys who have belts. Undisputed fights are not even doing that, right? Okay, so same way. People like, nah, man, he doesn't respect boxing. He's strictly about the money. And I don't understand how you think he's going to get that kind of money without becoming a champ. Because he's not a big draw, even right now. Okay, in his prime years. So here's the deal. His physical prime years, he's not even a big draw. So here's the deal. Imagine if this is the new mindset of every boxer now. I don't need to be champ. It doesn't matter if I'm champ or not. I just want the money. How enjoyable would this sport be for you to watch? What's the new problem? We want to replace belts with just money? Oh yeah, okay. He want to get 50 million. Oh, let's see if he get 50 million. You're not getting none of that fucking money. I mean, we're starting to lose focus on what's what. We're starting to get away from the purpose of why we have fights, why they become boxers, right? Yeah, they want to make money, but bottom line, of course, this is their daily bread. We get that. But imagine if that's how just time goes by and all these different, nobody want to be champion again. It doesn't matter if I'm champ or not. It's all about how much money I make. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, it's not that, it's changing. It's changed already, and it's continually to change, but it's not changing for the better. So when he says that, he shows he's not dedicated to this sport. Why is that so easy to understand? Why? Why is that so easy to understand? So yeah, we can have guys sitting back going, man, fuck making weight. I'll just pay the fine. So now we just gonna let people just get away with this kind of shit? This is what I'm talking about. Principles don't mean anything anymore. That's why you guys love to call people boring, and I bring it up again. Like you guys thought AJ and Ngannou was going to go in and be high-fiving and not trying to knock each other out. We see the results, didn't we? Vicious, brutal beatdown. 2 rounds. I remember somebody came in my comment section talking about people got dumb enough to think that AJ is going to actually outbox and outclass Ngannou. Shit, man, Ngannou's the best fighter on the planet. I mean, I'm like, I don't know if this motherfucker was trolling or if he's just stupid. Stupid. Yeah, that motherfucker ain't been on my channel ever since that fight. And it's like, yeah, hey, listen. Anybody can make a prediction, and the prediction can be wrong. You can want a fighter to win, and that fighter may lose. It's the hurt business. I like watching a good fight. Just like I said, if they would have gave Devin Haney that fight, I'd have been the first one saying, nah, bullshit. Devin got his ass whooped. He lost that fight. Bottom line, it doesn't matter that I wanted him to win. I'm not, like I said, when Trinidad, and I don't give a fuck what nobody else say, when Trinidad fought against De La Hoya, I wanted Tito to beat Oscar. I don't feel like he beat Oscar. Don't tell me no shit about, oh, but Oscar ran the last 4 years. He did just get on his toes. That was something that was very common. Got the fight in the bag, just play it safe. That's all. I scored 8 straight rounds. 8 straight rounds for Oscar De La Hoya. And I wanted Trinidad to win that fight. And let me tell you something. Anybody talking about, yeah, but Trinidad won some of the... Well, it's obvious that the judges gave him the fucking fight. As far as I'm concerned, I didn't fucking see no fucking middle rounds that Trinidad won. Oscar won 8 straight rounds as far as I'm concerned. And I still think Oscar won that fight. You know I don't give a fuck about Oscar either, right? But I'm not going to sit here and lie. When Timothy Bradley fought Pacquiao, I don't know how the fuck they gave Timothy Bradley that fucking fight. Now, it's funny how you motherfuckers sit here and lie to yourselves and try to tell yourself Pacquiao. Oh, but if you watch Pacquiao and Floyd in slow motion, you'll really see that he really won. Like, you some goofy, stupid fucking people to even... So that's what we doing now? We watching shit in slow motion? Why don't you just get high? I've never been high in my life, but I think people hear and see shit slower, because people that get high, I notice when they're in the studio, they create a track. That shit sound like it's in slow motion. So now we watching fights in slow motion to determine the winner. The fuck out of here with that bullshit. So all this shit, but y'all sitting up here lying to yourselves. Even Freddie Roach said, no, Floyd Mayweather definitely won the fight. There was no robbery. That's bullshit. Floyd won the fight. His own trainer said that shit. Okay? And what did Pacquiao say? I can beat Floyd Mayweather easily. I can beat him easily. Okay. Is that what happened? No. But y'all not crying about Tim Bradley. And I'm sitting there like, man, I don't even think I gave Tim Bradley one fucking round in that first fight. And I'm just sitting there like, how the fuck you understand what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? What fight was these judges watching? Don't tell me nothing about, oh, but towards the end, you know, he kind of let his foot off the... Man, Pacquiao won that fucking fight. He won all 3 of them fights. I don't give a fuck. The judges scored it different. So what I think don't fucking matter. It don't change the motherfucking, the decision. But I know when I watched that fight, I've watched that fight over and over, and I'm like, nah, Tim didn't win that damn fight. I don't know what the hell these judges was thinking. But it went the way it went, right? But y'all not crying about that. But y'all just pissed off to this very day that Manny Pacquiao got his ass whooped by Floyd. But the robbery with Tim Bradley don't bother y'all. It's what I'm talking about. It's people, like I said, you guys want to talk about how, oh, but contractually, Terrence Crawford isn't wrong. He didn't do anything wrong. You know, he doesn't have to fight. Errol at 154. I agree. Who the fuck said he was wrong? I didn't. Yeah, but Hassan Rahman Jr., he was contracted that he agreed to the terms, so he's supposed to make weight. That came out of all these motherfuckers' mouths. But somehow, Ryan wasn't supposed to make weight. It doesn't matter if he make weight. It's not a big deal. It was only 3 pounds. Same way we can look at Jake Paul's situation and say, motherfucker, why are you worried about the weight? It's obvious the weight mattered to him. So how come the weight was an issue with him? Don't give me that excuse about, oh, but he don't have that much experience. Shut the fuck up. Stop it. He chose him as an opponent. He chose him. And the crazy thing is, he chose the loser because Tommy Morrison's son beat him. Stopped him. I told you, the guy's lazy. He's lazy. He chose to fight the loser. Don't give me that fucking excuse. That was his intentions. It wasn't about, let's make it a level playing field. No, his intentions was, I want to weight drain this dude. Because bottom line, you guys don't fight, you don't know what it means to make weight. Y'all talk a lot of shit about stuff y'all have no experience with. So watching other fighters and comparing stories is not the same as you actually having to be in that situation. So yeah, any fucking fighter that knows what it is to make weight, and you sit up and you don't hear the fighters saying, nah, the weight don't matter. Some motherfuckers that's talking, the people that's talking about the weight don't matter. It's like I said, in these fanboy channels, bullshit, the weight doesn't matter. Now, like I said, once again, Ryan may still have knocked him, beat his ass the way he did. But it's also a strong possibility that he wouldn't. And listen, in his own words, he stood there and said he had some stamina issues in the fight. You know what I mean? Maybe like, stamina came into play, but he still got it done. Okay. So if stamina played a part, and this came out of Ryan's mouth. This is what I'm saying about how y'all purposely play stupid, like y'all don't hear shit. He said that. So if he had stamina issues and he came in without making weight, he came in heavy, you don't think the stamina issues would have been even worse if he hadn't made weight? What did he say about when he fought Tank? He knew he was going to lose, and he knew he was drained, and yet, I feel like I just need to go in there and knock him out early, and all this shit he said. Okay, he agreed to Tank's terms, but y'all still talking about if Tank didn't put the rehydration clause, he would have won. You don't know that. I don't give a fuck, rehydration clause or whatever. Tank, same way. Tank more likely still would have knocked his ass out because Tank is just a better fighter, a smarter fighter, better game, everything. The weight ain't gonna make him have a better game plan. The difference in what Tank did and what Haney did, Haney fought the wrong game plan. And he wasn't able to capitalize on nothing. He couldn't figure out how to get away from that fucking left hook. And he was getting hit with flush punches. And he fought the wrong type of fight. And he didn't show, like I said, he didn't show a plan B, plan C. He didn't have any of that. So bottom line, the better man won. He got his ass whooped. But at the same fucking time, Ryan himself, go look at the fight. Go look right in the ring at the interview, and you hear him talk about how he did have stamina issues in the fight. And he didn't even make weight. So once again, if those 3 pounds didn't matter, it wasn't a big deal, then he should have been able to burn that shit. Just like that. He didn't even make the effort to try to make weight. He didn't come in, he purposely didn't make weight. So if he had made weight, and out of his own words, man, I'm not gonna drain myself. So fuck the rules, fuck the contract. I don't give a fuck if it's 140. I'm not even trying to make 140. That's basically what he told y'all. And that's what he did. And you see the results, right? Okay. He said he had stamina issues in the fight. He said it out of his mouth. He said it. Go back and look at it. You'll hear him say it. So imagine if he hadn't made weight. Once again, he wasn't weight drained, but Devin Haney was. And y'all too stupid to understand that. Nobody's trying to taint his victory. That Haney's agreed to it. Just like he agreed to Tank's terms. So stop talking shit about Tank. Okay, stop being hypocrites. This is what I'm talking about. Y'all quick to say, oh, but the Haney's, they accepted the terms. Right, and he accepted the fucking terms that Tank gave him. So we need to shut the fuck up with all that. See, that's excuses. Why? Because you're trying to play tit for tat because you don't like Tank. That's all that is. See, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all favoritism and y'all bias show. But y'all want to try to fucking talk shit because somebody is being honest and truthful. Y'all don't even have boxing knowledge. I listen to some of the shit y'all say, and I'm like, man, y'all don't even know what the fuck is going on. But y'all love to talk. So, yeah. And listen, like I told y'all, I don't have no actual real beef with none of these motherfuckers. But there's some people who channels I just, like, I don't really fuck with nobody's channel like that. There's channels I used to really, like certain channels I would watch and like, whatever. Certain shit you see, you just see. But honestly, yeah, a lot of motherfuckers coming to me telling me different shit now. Yeah. Some of us know, and some of us pretend to know. But for me, yeah, I looked at what happened, and yeah, going forward, now when people look at the way Ryan fought Tank, Haney, and saw what Haney had trouble with, yeah, Haney's gonna have to, improve on those things. And this is what it's about. It's boxing. It's boxing. Y'all made excuses for fucking Canelo, who chose to go to 175 and fight Bivol. Y'all act like the Kovalev fight never happened, though. That's the funny thing. Not one of y'all say he was too small for 175. Like I said, Canelo became God when he beat Kovalev. But as soon as he lost to Bivol, oh, he's too small. He's too small. Wow. See how quick y'all make excuses, though, for who y'all want to make excuses for? He's too small. Roy Jones even said he was too small. Roy, your motherfucking ass went up to heavyweight. You told us you beat Mike Tyson because Mike wouldn't have been able to hit you. People said you was too small for heavyweight. So, Canelo is too small. Okay, let's look at what happened. Roy had one fight at heavyweight. Became champ. The fight he wanted, he didn't get. But he fought for a title, and okay. So he didn't go to heavyweight to stay there. Canelo went to light heavyweight twice. He won the first time, and he got his ass whooped in the rematch in the fight with Bivol. No, because it wasn't that Bivol was just better. Nah, Canelo's just too small. Oh, well, Canelo's the king. He's unbeatable at 168. Okay, Bivol wants to come to 168. Y'all too stupid to realize Mauricio Suleiman comes in. Why? No, he wants to protect Canelo. He wants to protect Canelo because he knows Bivol will whoop that ass again. He don't want to. Bottom line, he's doing everything in his power to make sure that fight doesn't happen. But the Canelo fans want to, you guys see, and this the thing. Like, I'm nobody's fan, so it's easy for me to say everything I'm saying because I don't have to sugarcoat shit. Y'all do. Y'all feel the need to. I don't. He's not too fucking small for Kovalev, but he's too small for Bivol. Okay. But somehow, yeah, so the weight plays a factor in that, even though both guys came in there and it wasn't about a rehydration clause or nothing. Skill-wise, game plan-wise, Bivol just fucked him up, outclassed him, outboxed him, and just shut him down. Oh, but the weight had something to do with it. But somehow it didn't have anything to do with this Ryan fight with Haney. This is all I'm saying to you guys, man, is, grow up and pay attention to what's real. And stop running your mouths like you know every fucking thing. Because the shit y'all say sounds so fucking stupid. And such hypocrites. And out of every analogy I use is spot on. Facts. Spot on facts. But the Hassan Rahman shit, yeah, everything. No, it's a contract should only be honored when you want to make a point against a certain fighter. But when you're cheering for a guy, no, let's make excuses for him. No. Hassan Rahman Jr. agreed to the terms, though, and he know he's supposed to make weight, so he's contracted. Okay, why the fuck the same thing don't go for Ryan? And once again, yes, the Haney's accepted the terms. Dev could have easily said, "Now fuck this, man. This fucking weight bully motherfucker come in here and don't want to make weight." That's why when y'all talking shit about, yeah, but didn't Devin rehydrate to like 160? Okay, check this out. The fact is he made weight, which means he worked harder to get the weight off. That's the whole thing. He drained himself as much as he possibly could to get the weight off. Whereas Ryan didn't. So yes, one fighter was weight drained and the other one wasn't. I've been to bodybuilding shows. I've been behind the scenes. I've seen, especially women, I've seen them back there vomiting, passing out, fainting and all kinds of shit. They're weight drained. And they doing all this, and I've seen them go on stage and pose and then smile and come back and then faint. Okay? Now imagine in the ring fighting and you're weight drained and you're getting hit by someone that's not weight drained. This is what I'm saying to you. It's not, listen, and like I said, this wasn't no old dad just had a bad night. No, he just got beat the fuck up. It's as simple as that. Fuck all the strategy shit. We already spoke about all that. So I'm saying flat out, he got beat the fuck up. Yes, he fought the wrong fight. That's his problem. Ryan did what he had to do. Nobody ever fucking denied none of it. which is exactly why these little kids need to shut the fuck up and stop talking about what happened like we don't know what happened. Every fucking thing I say, like I said, some idiot comes in the comment section and repeat what I said, but they say it as if you're telling us something we didn't know. You can't take shit away from Ryan's performance. Bottom fucking line. Once again, he still, as a professional fighter, need to make weight. Any of these fighters, they all need to make weight. All of them. If Devin fucking Haney wouldn't have made weight, I'd be saying the same shit about Devin. So don't come to me with that shit trying to tell me about what, well, you can't say this and I can say what the fuck I want to say. But what I say is not just to be talking shit. Y'all are the ones just talking shit and don't know what you're talking about. It's funny, man, because I done had motherfuckers come off the street thinking that they can go in the ring and box, and I'm like, when you first come in the gym, when you come in town, you want to spar, you got to sign a waiver. I don't suggest you do that, though, because you're going to get your ass whooped. That ego, that chip on your shoulder going to get you knocked the fuck out. So before you even learn how to fight, you already trying to jump into the fire, bro. Calm your fucking ass down and humble yourselves. Oh, you don't know how many fucking people done come and thank me, and all of a sudden that, yeah. Life is not about excuses. People don't meet you halfway. You have to go out and take what you want. You have to earn your respect. You have to earn your keep. But no, even the fucking bullshit streets had codes at some point. Now everything is just do what you want. You got so-called gangsters out here with purple hair, sucking on fucking pacifiers, walk around with flip-flops on and shit with the skinny jeans with the fucking... how you gonna sag skinny jeans? I'm just saying, everything now is just be who you want. Are you a boy or a girl? I'm neither. Oh, okay. You're stupid. You don't even know what the fuck you are. I mean, this is society now. This is what's going on. Nothing matters. All we care about is making money or getting what we want, but it doesn't matter. So once again, you have a coworker that's making more money than you. Somehow y'all make the same dollar amount, got the same type of deductions, but somehow, and this dude's late all the time, but somehow he's making more money than you. Come on, y'all. Wake up. Grow up. This is all we talk. We talk about facts. We talk about shit like, look, what a person's intentions are. If that doesn't change you, like example, my partners, we always had this. Even if you break up with a female, I don't give a fuck if it's years later. She's off limits to me. We always had that, because I feel like this. If you date that person, if someone that you're close with decide they want to date somebody that you just broke up with, they had eyes on that person all the time. Now, just imagine how that go. This was once your woman. Now you're sitting over there in their living room and they're together. Now, it's like, now, even if you're over that person, my point is your intentions. Can I even trust you? I'm not jealous and I don't care on a personal level of like, it's because it's her. Like, I want her back. No, it's the whole time I was with her, you probably had eyes on her. And the whole time I was with her, you might even mess with her behind my back for all I know, right? You don't. So the trust is like, what is your intentions? Okay? If you have a little kid and you see some grown motherfucker standing there looking around and your kid waiting for a bus or something, right? Don't that make you say, hold the fuck up, let me come outside, right? Or you just going to send your kid across the street? You don't know what that person's intentions are. So you understand what I'm saying? If a person is trying to be sneaky, trying to get away with things, it's always something that we notice and we pay attention to, that we want to make sure that we're not being naive about something. I guess I'm just too grown up for a lot of you motherfuckers, because honestly, my conversations in life, when I like to build and learn and grow with people, and we have meaningful conversations. I'm not that yo, them niggas be behind his son. I swear to God, yo, I hate that shit. Yo, these bitch ass niggas, yo. Somebody said, man, you Michael Jordan fans, y'all make me not like the nigga, yo, because y'all be talking like this nigga's God, yo. You know how childish that shit sounds? So, what you say make me not like somebody because you say the way you speak about them. No, it may make me not like you. It may make me just get annoyed with, because you got people that act like some people, I don't give a fuck. Y'all in fanboy mode, I'm not. So just think of how childish that is. Is that a man? For that matter, it's like that's the same way somebody can be in a bad relationship where they don't have nobody, but they see you and your girl kissing and hugging all the time. You and your woman always hugged up and y'all all over each other. They envy that shit because they don't have it. The fuck do you care about what people say about Michael Jordan? You understand what I mean? I tell people this all the time. What you're capable of doing, right? That's what I focus on. That's what I focus on. A little while ago, I'm in this restaurant. And I'm sitting there, I'm on the phone, and speaking, my cousin was saying to me, like, what you think going to happen with Zhang and Wilder, right? And I'm like, I don't know. Most people think Zhang is going to win. He just might. Okay? Of course, Wilder fans want Wilder to win. You never know what will happen. Looking at what both fighters are capable of doing, Zhang, to me, is the better fighter that has the advantage. Now, does that automatically mean he wins? No. But he says to me, yeah, man, I remember you did tell me the things you said about Wilder because I had never seen him. But my cousin was one of them that was saying, yeah, man, we ain't had a fucking black American heavyweight champion in a while. And I said, well, it may be a while before we get another one. And I said, Wilder has a title, but, and I remember I told him, I said, but Wilder's very limited. I don't know as far as, like, I don't see Wilder, I mean, like, when it comes to, like, stepping up, fighting tough competition, because my cousin at the time was like, yeah, but he got a lot of knockouts, right? I said, yeah, but against low-level fighters. And from the first time that my cousin saw him fight, he said, I saw everything that you told me the first time I seen him fight. He's very limited and very predictable. He said, but, he's able to land that quick right or left on the jab, right hand. I said, yeah, but like I told you, when you step up in competition, that's when you're going to see, like, what he's really made of. And so that's how the conversation is going. And he's like, yeah, man. He's like, yeah, and he told me that, this guy Michael Hunter just fought and lost. And he's another name that came up. And it's like I told him, I said, yeah, these guys, Jerry Forrest, these guys are not good fighters, man. They're just not. Now, imagine me, oh, man, I'm black, and I'm going to sit here and lie and pretend that Wilder is just better than everybody, and Jerry Forrest and Michael Hunter. No. So because you sitting here waving the flag of your country for the fighter you like, I'm supposed to, no. No, I don't worship none of these fucking people. I don't bow to no fucking man or woman. So I'm sitting here just being honest. None of those guys are really no standout guys. Jermaine Franklin has potential, man, but Jermaine Franklin, like, I watched his last fight, and it's like every time he swings, he's trying to knock you out. It's like that style doesn't work for him because he's flat-footed. And when he, throws his shots, you can easily cut Jermaine Franklin's shots because he's flat-footed and he just throws his shots and he's open to be hit. He's open, he's there to be countered. And it's like, bottom line, none of those guys stand out. My cousin didn't even know that Michael Hunter still fought. Dude is fighting overseas, and nobody, like, when he fights, nobody's even aware. This is what I'm saying. So, yeah, these guys are not that good at all. So, with Wilder being the more known out of them, it's like, yeah, we seen what happened. So, I'm supposed to lie because I'm black and Wilder's black and pretend he's better than he is? No. So, I don't give a fuck if people take it as hate. Hate for what? No, I'm just honest. So, you look at any fighter and you listen to me speak about that fighter. You don't ever hear me show hate to no fighter. You may hear me speak against the stupid shit that they do, the lies that they tell, the goofy shit that we know is bullshit. But in terms of that, you don't never hear me try to fucking say a good fighter is not a good fighter. Now, it might be a good fighter to you, but I'm looking at shit and it's like, no, because there's people that's legends that I don't see the way a lot of y'all see. But at the end of the day, I can sit here and tell you why I don't see this fighter being that way. I won't have a loss for words. Well, I mean, I don't know, man. No, I can tell you exactly why I don't see these fighters the way you see them. I don't care if you like a fighter. That's your business. But I'm not gonna try to pretend and go along because, well, everybody's saying this, so I'm a go with the popular answer. Nope. What I do is I go by what I actually feel. Now, any one of you listening to this video, imagine you being a fighter, and I'm your trainer. I'm training you, and I say to you, all right, here's the deal, man. I'm gonna get you this fight, and we gonna train. Now, truthfully, personally, I think he gonna knock you the fuck out. But hey, man, we just gonna cross our fingers and hope that you can land something. Would that make you feel good? What the fuck kind of trainer does that, right? But what I will do is tell you, we're going to sit down and do film study. We're going to look at what this person does well, what they don't do well. We're going to look at what your strengths and weaknesses are, and we're going to decide if this is a fight we want right now. That's how you protect your fighter. Don't put them in there before they're ready. And we need to be honest with each other. Now, you feel some kind of way because I'm being honest? I don't give a fuck. Then get another trainer. Because basically, you get fights like when if you go and watch that Marvis Frazier, Larry Holmes fight, you know damn well Marvis ain't had no business in there with Larry Holmes. That man had only 10 fights. Didn't have the experience, and we talking about Larry Holmes. Like this dude, that Crawford getting ready to fight. People talk about, oh man, but in Europe, he's a big, I don't care about what he is in Europe. He's not known worldwide. And this is not no mega fight. This is not no sellout crowd type fight, unless they're going to find an extremely small building. And this is the type of fight where, truthfully, you know, it's for a title, and I get it. And it's not, look, I told you, the guy's flat-footed. He throws wild looping punches. He's slow. He's there to be hit. He has a wide guard. And he fights the way Errol Spence fought Terrence Crawford is how this guy fights. You understand what I'm saying? The bottom line is he only has 11 fucking fights. Don't compare him to Lomachenko. This guy had 84 amateur fights. Lomachenko had well over 300. And he's not as skilled as Lomachenko. Stop that shit. Now, he has power. Yeah, he does. He has power. But he's there to be hit. Now, if he beats Terrence Crawford, this is going to be considered a huge upset. One, nobody knows this fucking guy. Saying the guy's known in Europe, okay, he may be well known in Europe. We can take any fighter. We can take any fighter and say, okay, they're known in their country because that's where they fight mostly. Okay, but at the same time, it's like when we heard of Julio Cesar Chavez. You know how many of those fights that he had over in Mexico, overseas, whatever, wasn't in America? You understand what I'm saying? And so by the time Chavez started making waves in America, and he started picking up steam, Chavez's record was impressive, and we saw that the dude could fight. He was a tough dude. Come forward all night, and he could take punishment, you know, and give it out. But the point with that is he proved himself. We didn't know Chavez when he was only 11 fights in. You understand what I'm saying? I'm seeing this guy fight, this Magradov or whatever, and I'm like, Dracula. And I'm like, how's he going to beat Terrence Crawford, yo? If you've seen this guy fight, and you're sitting there telling yourself, yo, this guy ain't no joke, man. Okay, all right. 11 fights in. No problem. Now, imagine Floyd Mayweather fighting somebody with only 11 fights. It could be that same guy. And y'all are like, oh man, Floyd picked that dude because Floyd know damn well the guy flat-footed. He throw wild, slow looping punches. He has a wide guard. He's there to be hit. And he tries to put power in every shot. And he leaves himself wide open. He leads with his chin. Every fucking thing I just told y'all. If it was Floyd fighting him, that's what y'all be saying. All of a sudden, y'all see all the same shit I see if it was Floyd. This is what I'm talking about. You never know what can happen in the fight. But see, Francis Ngannou got you motherfuckers thinking that, yep, you can just walk in there and do it. Everybody can't do what Lomachenko did. So stop talking this Lomachenko shit. Lomachenko did it. This guy's no Lomachenko. And he's fighting the guy that you all say is pound for pound number one. Somehow y'all think that this is going to be a tough fight. Come on, y'all. Stop playing games with yourselves, man. And let me tell you something. for Terrence Crawford, like I said, he's doing what he's going to do. He's trying to cash out. I've been telling you guys this. For some stupid reason, y'all think this is a shot at him. No, he's doing what he's doing. And like you said, he's coming into the tail end of his career. But fact, he's not going to make $25 million in this fight. And taking this fight is not going to make his next fight $25 million. Nobody knows this guy. Oh, he's well known in Europe. This is going to be a fucking big paper. No. You know, man, like people just don't like to deal with reality, man. So you know you're not gonna get that bullshit from Aries. You ain't gonna get no fabrication and lies from Aries. So I'm not into that. But listen. The sport needs to be clean. Fighters need to honor their contracts. And when you try to take advantages, listen at this. Okay, when you have to try to take certain advantages to work for you, okay, you're trying to disarm a fighter. Y'all accuse Floyd of that shit, and you'll always try to accuse Floyd of that shit and talk about how Floyd, he fought this guy to catch weight and he this and this and this. Y'all always do that shit, but the funny thing about it is y'all act like Floyd don't come in there and show skill and completely outclass guys. Y'all make it seem like Floyd going in barely win by the skin of his teeth, or the referee, or the judges, man, shit. Look at the ass whooping he gave Canelo, and they actually got a judge scored the fucking fight for Canelo. Okay, but look. To call yourself a professional, to be a part of a profession where you all consider professional fighters, you need to carry yourself as such. You need to do what you have to do. When you have to go through all of these, taking shortcuts and all of that, it's like what you do to others can come back to you. But once again, he ain't want to give Lomachenko no rematch, so good for him. Well, what you mean good for him? What happened. But Lomachenko didn't want to give fucking Teofimo a rematch. This is what I mean. I brought that up earlier. All of these things that you guys are saying, you know, understand. You're singing to the fucking choir here, man. I'm paying attention to all of this shit, so when I'm speaking about it, I'm speaking facts to you guys. I'm not sitting up here telling you shit out of no fanboyism. I'm not sitting here telling you things like I'm just guessing. No, I'm telling you exactly, like anything I tell you, you can go in and look it up. Anything I'm saying in these videos, go look it up and you'll go, damn, he's right. That shit did happen. Oh, he did say that. Oh, damn, I didn't know that. Because that's how it goes. People love to talk. What I tell you about Michael Jordan, people watch a 16-minute Michael Jordan Historical Bulls mixtape. Yo, I'm just saying, I know George will be the GOAT and all that, but like LeBron is my GOAT. He's my favorite player. You know, I love LeBron, Stephen Curry. Those are my GOATs. The first minute into the video, I ain't know Jordan could get up like that. I ain't know he was hooping like that. I got a bad feeling about this, y'all. What are they telling you? I'm impressed already. And what else are they telling you? I never seen Jordan play. I just heard things. So how could you make a judgment of how good somebody is or how good they're not if you've never seen them play? Then they try to, but you know, the game got better. The players are more skilled, and they wasn't playing no defense back then. Defense sucked back then. Young bucks running their mouth, don't know what they're talking about. Just talking shit. But yet, a 16-minute video can make you change your mind or feel some kind of way because you don't want to admit the truth. So when they're saying, I got a bad feeling about this, what they're telling you is, damn, this dude already impressing me. Yeah. And they talk. This is what I'm saying. They're just talking, but they don't know what the fuck they're even talking about. So, all that being said, y'all, it doesn't matter if you have a podcast, a YouTube channel, social media, Instagram, whatever way you're getting your messages out to people. Be honest. Tell the truth. That's all. Stop feeding people bullshit. All these egotistical motherfuckers sitting up here talking about how great they are and they're the best in the business and they whatever. Man, you ain't shit. All you are is a motherfucker sitting up, super chatting, taking people money, giving them your fucking opinions. Opinions. When you have facts. Look, the first and only time I've ever taken notes, nothing's wrong with taking notes or writing your notes down so you can make sure you don't forget to say anything in the video, but I don't fucking take notes. I speak off what's going on. When I got married, I didn't write no wedding vows down. I didn't pre-plan nothing. I said I'm going to look at my wife and I'm going to say what I'm going to say to her from the heart. I don't have to write nothing down. I didn't premeditate nothing. When I'm standing there looking at her, that's when the thoughts come, and I spoke. I didn't have to write nothing down. It wasn't about, let me write a poem, let me write some real fancy words down, and no, it wasn't about that. I didn't have to do that shit. So, yeah, like I said, I think I'm just too grown up for a lot of you motherfuckers because y'all just don't understand grown-up conversation. Y'all all about, sucking ass and trying to, fit in and that's what y'all do. That's what y'all do. Y'all so-called men be like, I ain't sucking no woman's ass. Yeah, you won't do that to your woman, but you would suck the hell out of Canelo's ass. You would suck the hell out of Tyson Fury's ass. You would suck the hell out of Deontay Wilder's ass. You would suck the hell out of all these fights. Y'all, that's the one thing y'all good at, is being bitch-made dudes. Because this is all y'all do. Listen, I see y'all. You go from channel to channel to channel to channel. And y'all leave the same comments in everybody's comment section. How many fucking times can you talk about one fucking topic? And the point is, that's why y'all get blocked. That's the same reason I block people. Because you go on people's channels trying to be disrespectful, trying to talk your bullshit like nobody gives a fuck. You can feel what you want to feel. Look, in the community section, I told y'all, and I think the last video or the video before last, after looking at what happened with Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, people gonna clown Devin and talk shit, like which I don't understand this childish shit. It's like two dudes went in there and fought, and one guy got his ass whooped. It's simple. That's bottom line, right? Now we talking about the ins and outs of the game, the tricks of the trade and all of that. That's one thing, right? But I asked a question. The question was, what fighter, which I gave 4 different fights, and I said, which one of these fights do you think that if could possibly give the same type of result as Ryan and Devin? Meaning, a fight that's meant to be a good fight. This is going to be right? But it gets to the point where one guy gets dominated. Now, I had in the categories, which fight is this more likely to happen? Tank Davis and Frank Martin. I had Deontay Wilder and Zhang. Bivol versus Beterbiev, and Usyk versus Fury. Now, my pick was Tank Davis and Frank Martin. Why? Tank Davis is seen as the face of boxing now, by many. Canelo's getting up there too, and Tank's 29, 30 years old, whatever. So if right now Tank is in a position where people like, who do you really think is going to beat Tank at 135, right? So if Frank Martin was to actually beat Tank, this would by far be considered a way bigger upset. I don't even see Ryan beating Devin as an upset. Shit happens. I never said like, there's no way Ryan gonna beat Devin. No, I was saying I hope that Devin beat the shit out of him and he stop all this clown shit and grow the fuck up. Same way how you saw Pitbull humble Rolly Romero, right? But Rolly's the type of person that had disappeared, come back on camera, same clown goofy shit, whatever. right? Grow the fuck up. We got too many kids in the sport, man. Motherfucker take an ass whooping. Oh, you need to change trainers. It's Bill Haney's fault. Bill Haney this, Bill Haney that. Bill, hey, right. Bill been with Devin all this time. Devin been successful. Look at that man's career. But he lose one fight. Oh, he got to change trainers. Oh, he got to this. You know, this is some pussy shit that goes on. Now, anyway, I feel like out of that whole list, it would be the most shocking loss would be is if Frank Martin beat Tank Davis. Okay. And he would get clowned and people, all these fighters, man, somebody's going to clown them because that's just how people are. They cheer you today, they boo you tomorrow. And I could see that shit now, like, what? Man, this mother, and you're going to see the same thing. Tank Davis exposed. Oh, he's overrated. The same stupid, lame shit every time. And I fell out of that list, and these are all upcoming fights, that Tank Davis fight would be the biggest one. Now, Bivol versus Beterbiev. It depends on this. Beterbiev, people see that if for him to beat Bivol, they feel like, you know, the thought to the mind is him punishing Bivol. Too strong, you know, break him down. So they wouldn't be shocked. But it would be more shocking if Bivol went in there and did to him what they think Beterbiev would do to Bivol. Like now, Bivol going in, outbox him, and like, you know, outbox him, you know, use his reach, move, stuff like that, stick to boxing, keep it basic. Nobody would be shocked because that's the way they picture it. So if he went in there and punished Beterbiev, then I could see a big shock. Still, I don't think it would have the same type of shock value as Frank Martin beating Tank Davis. Okay. Usyk versus Tyson Fury. If Tyson Fury was to go in there and win against Usyk, I don't think there would be a real shock. Because people look at his size, reach, and all that, and they feel like he already has the majority of the advantages that he needs. Okay. Now, if he went in there and, like, knocked Usyk out cold, like, first round or something, like something really dramatic, then it would be like, oh, shit. Like, nobody could say Usyk is overrated. It would just be like, oh, shit. And especially after what happened between Tyson Fury and Ngannou. And then people would say, see, Tyson Fury was locked in and he was focused. And now Tyson Fury could do that, then go fight AJ and then get knocked the fuck out. Now, here's what I'm saying. But if he did that would be like, oh shit, nobody saw that coming, right? But you have people going, yeah, man, but look, come on, Tyson Fury is a big man. So, you understand what I mean? But at the same time, it still would be shocking to people. Now, it would be more shocking to people if Usyk went in there and knocked out Tyson Fury and knocked him out early. That would be more shocking. I still don't see it having the same shock value as Tank Davis losing to Frank Martin. Because people don't see Frank Martin as an A-class fighter, but Tank is. With Fury and with Usyk, we talking about two top-of-the-line fighters. You see what I'm saying? So it would be a shock. And I think out of that whole list, if Usyk knocking out Fury, that would, or really punishing Fury, not just outboxing him and it's back and forth, but if he went in and just like shut him out and just destroyed him, that would be up there with Tank and Martin. But it would be like, oh shit, because also because of what happened in Ngannou, people going, same people that's saying, oh, but Tyson Fury didn't take him serious and he, right? They would still be going, well, damn, look at what happened in Ngannou. Maybe this means that maybe that Tyson Fury is overrated. You know what I'm saying? But either way, that list I put together, you know, that's because they're upcoming fights. But I did it, and also because I wanted to explain myself like I just did. So you see the logic in what I'm saying. I don't just say things just to say it. This is not a let's just make up random shit and talk about a bunch of what ifs. It's like, no. It's a purpose for that. Which fight do you think would, shock people the way people reacting to Devin Haney losing to Garcia? And that was the purpose of that. But just like I said, y'all, I don't see why anybody's so shocked. Why they're so shocked at the fact that Garcia won, when y'all all saying y'all knew what time it was with Haney from day one and Haney was overrated. And then y'all turn around and say, oh, well, right now, Danny Garcia is the face of 140. See how quick y'all are right to your femur off? You see how y'all are? And y'all saying he's the face of 140 because he beat who? Devin Haney. So that's so hypocritical. And just for the record, when they was in Floyd Mayweather's gym and they was asking questions about a rematch between Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, they asked so many people. And like I told you guys before, the most that Errol had in his favor was people saying they think he'd do better at 154, but they still think he loses. I told you guys, he has to be better tactically. Unless he lands something and just get Crawford out of here, pretty much if his tactic doesn't change, he's going to get beat again. Simple. All right? Got his ass whooped. No, bottom line. Okay. And let me say this. You have two guys that can both make weight, but one guy might have more toll taken on his body, especially if one guy's naturally bigger and have to burn more weight. But that's a part of the game. So nobody's saying it's cheating or it's dirty in that, definitely that sense. But, bottom line, intentions. So now, let me get back to this. When they got to Jeff Mayweather, they asked Jeff Mayweather. You know what Jeff Mayweather said? He said, to be honest with you, if I was Terrence Crawford, I would say, yeah, we're going to rematch, but at 147. He already beat him. Why give this man the advantage that he need? Because, to be honest with you, Spence need to be heavier, because Spence can probably go to 160, right? He says, so I already beat him at 147, so you know you can beat him again. That was Jeff Mayweather's words. Shit, why give him the advantage? Fuck it, you want to beat me? You got to prove. I don't got to prove nothing to you. I beat you already. You got to prove to me you can beat me at 147. That's where the belts are, right? That's where I'm undisputed champion at. Why I got to fight you at 154? Okay, notice what he said. Why give this man the advantage that he needs? Because Spence needs to be fighting at a heavier weight. Okay, do you understand what I'm saying? So if Terrence Crawford would say, nah, 147, like he said, he's not being pussy by doing that. Like I said, the fact that he said, oh, we could definitely make it at 154, no problem. I have a problem fighting at 147 too. It's hard to make 147 for me too. Him saying that is letting you know, okay, cool. I have no problem going to 154. But him saying, you know what? Him saying, and look, for Terrence Crawford to say 147 or no fight, right? That's the same as somebody lose a fight, right? Somebody beat a guy and then they say, oh, but why he ain't give him a rematch, right? Even if it's at the same weight class, they're overlooking the fact that fight didn't warrant a rematch. And everybody was agreeing to that. And then all of a sudden they start changing their mind. But in the sense of trying to say Terrence Crawford is being ducked by Spence, right? So it's like, why do I have to give you a rematch? I whooped your ass. It wasn't even competitive. I beat the shit out of you. Right? I'm going to be scared of somebody I just whooped on? Who the fuck said Terrence Crawford was scared of Errol Spence? So if he said 140, even though he said he'd fight him at 154, it was no problem, we could make it happen, okay? He still doesn't have to fight him at 154. So if he decided, man, I beat you at 147, if you can't make 147, that's your problem. If you weight drain, but you take the fight, that's his problem. And I agree 1,000%. Now let's go back to when Alicia Baumgartner is running her mouth telling Clarissa Shields, meet me at 147 after she's talking all this shit. And you had stupid motherfuckers talking about, oh, Shields don't want that smoke. She's scared to go to 147. What? Wait. So Terrence Crawford, and I'm agreeing, is not being a bitch by not fighting Spence at 154. Now, he would be being a bitch if he would go to 154 to fight somebody else, and it wasn't for a title. And I said that shit months ago. If it wasn't for a title. Okay? The difference, Spence don't have a belt now. Jerron Ennis does, though. Go get your belt back. You're still holding all the titles except for that one at 147. You see, so you can't just compare a situation like it's the same. You got to look at the differences in the situation. Spence wasn't being a bitch by not granting, Crawford wasn't being a bitch by not granting Spence his wishes to fight at 154, but Shields was being a bitch because she won't come to 147. Oh, but she said she would at first. Like, man, shut the fuck up, man. Like, that's what I mean with the pick and choose shit. So, yeah, fighters use these things to an advantage. Don't think that they don't. Sugar Ray Leonard, he was asking Marvin Hagler all these questions because Marv was pouring his heart out to him about he can't get the fights he wants. He didn't go to Marvin Hagler and say, hey, listen, man, I'm going to help you get that fight. Me and you going to make this happen. Yo, we going to set it up, this and that. Yo, get in shape, start training, let me know. No, he didn't do that. He hugged Marv. He sat there and drank with him at a party at his house. And Marv was talking about retiring. Because he can't get the fights he wanted. And Leonard didn't say nothing. Leonard just talked to him like everything was cool, gave him words of encouragement. And Marvin Hagler heard for the first time over the news that, oh shit, that yes, I'm here to announce that I'm coming back and I will be fighting Marvelous Marvin Hagler and I'm like, that's how Marv found out about it. That's why he felt bitter towards Ray Leonard. Now, I still say Ray Leonard won that fight. I don't agree with Marv saying he won, but hey, I say Leonard won, bottom line. But that's why he felt some kind of way, because Leonard played him. Okay, Leonard played him. And then basically, yeah, psychologically, this motherfucker gonna be pissed. He gonna come in there trying to do this. He gonna try to, take me out. And Leonard, listen, man, it's a monopoly, bro. It's like I'm telling you. Now, this ain't the same thing in terms of like, because everybody made weight and all that, but I'm saying, the psychological shit. You hear the term psychological warfare. There's no sport on earth where it's more relevant than in boxing. So that's what I'm saying, guys. Everything is not just straight up skill versus skill. That's what it's going to come to in that ring. But hey, too much weight drain, not strong enough. And in fact, what was crazy was, I think Ray Leonard said he came in at 158 or something like that. And he said when he got on the scale after the fight, he's like 154 pounds. So he lost weight in that ring. You understand what I mean? Which means Ray Leonard didn't balloon up in weight. You see what I mean? So when he stayed at 160, it's like, yeah, that's his walk around weight. So how much weight was Ray Leonard cutting to make 147? I'm not sure of that. But you understand what I'm saying to you? As you get older, your body starts to grow. And if you got to kill yourself to make a weight class, it's time to go up. But again, it's different. Ray had punching power. Devin Haney, in my opinion, don't need to go past 140. And if he gets to the point where he outgrows 140, he might want to retire. He just doesn't have that kind of power, man. And the same thing, Ryan Garcia, all that shoulder roll shit ain't working for him. He doesn't even do it properly. He's not good at it at all. He completely turns his head and his back. And that's bullshit. And tactically, the same thing. Ryan, come on, man. He wasn't even throwing the uppercut. Ryan is not technically sound. He did enough to win. He had enough to win, and that's how it went down. But trust me when I tell you, and I'm saying it again, if he fights Jerron Boots Ennis, I told you, I only bet when my instincts tell me to. Any one of y'all want to bet me, trust me, we'll make that happen. I'm telling you. Listen. Can now that would be an upset in my eyes simply because I see Jaron Boots Ennis as being a way better fighter than Ryan, and he can crack. Devin Haney, on the other hand, is technically better. Listen to me. He's technically better than Ryan. But it depends on how Ryan was fighting him. When Ryan comes forward and starts letting his hands go, Devin had no answers. When Ryan tried to fight off the back foot and laid back and waited, that's when Haney was able to get to him. So the less active Ryan was, Haney was stepping his game up. But when it comes to Ryan jumping on him, Haney couldn't punch with him, but he didn't need to punch with him. That's where his movement needed to come into play. And the fact that Ryan, remember I kept saying in the first video, I don't know why this dude just kept, I'm like, Ryan, knock the dude out and get it over with. Damn, man, you know, Ryan, out of his own mouth, said he had stamina issues in that fight. Okay? He said it. And bottom line, if Haney knew that, would that have made him fight differently? I don't know. Because Haney was basically he wasn't cutting off the ring, he was just following him around. And then he'd get close and then he'd do nothing. But from mid-range, when he was landing the body shots, he was able, see, and this is what I'm saying. You guys are the ones, oh, Haney's the next Floyd Mayweather. Y'all always want to compare. Listen, not Devin Haney, not Keith Thurman, not Errol Spence, not Danny Garcia, not Mikey Garcia, none of those guys. Not Terrence Crawford either. He's solid, but not. These dudes are not as good as Floyd. They're not as good as Floyd. So even when people talk about comparing these guys, I look at it this way. When people say shit like they think Terrence Crawford would have beat Pacquiao the same way Floyd did, one thing you got to understand, Terrence Crawford does not have Floyd Mayweather's defensive skills, for one. And Floyd put punches together in a way where he'll steal the rounds, he land the shots that he need to land, he gets out of there, he gets in. Crawford is more flat-footed. It's a different fight. And then this is what makes me laugh when people say it, because your opinion is your opinion. But if you watch them fight, I don't see, when people make the comparison, it's two different levels, man. Listen, Crawford is solid, and Crawford really can fight. It's to take nothing away from him. But I do not see Crawford as being better than Floyd Mayweather. I just don't see it. And I see Crawford having a much harder time with Pacquiao, even if he was to win. If he was to win, I see him having a much harder time with Pacquiao. And I look at how Kell Brook was actually outboxing Crawford the first couple of rounds when they fought. Kell Brook is no fucking Pacquiao. And those angles and everything, like, it's a different fight. It's a different fight. Now, we'll never know, so it's irrelevant. Either way, but I just don't get that same feel. And I just don't feel like Pacquiao, I'm saying if Crawford was to beat him, if he was to beat him, I don't see that shit being like him just like embarrassing Pacquiao or just out like, no. Like I said, defensively, man, it's different. It's different. And also, like I said, Crawford is flat-footed. When Crawford get on his bicycle and move, so to speak, it's just to separate. Crawford will get in there, he'll jab, he'll bang with you if you have to, but it's a different fight. It's different. But anyway, with all of what I just said, what I want you guys to understand, plain and simple, Aries makes no excuses for nobody. Like I keep telling you guys, I don't have any emotional attachment for none of these fighters, singers, rappers, actors, whatever. I don't give a fuck. There's no emotional attachment. So I feel nothing when they lose. It's just a fight. That's it. So, no, it's not hard for me to talk about this shit. It doesn't bother me to talk about this shit. These motherfuckers are not my family or my friends. So I don't have that. And the only reason that some people think that shit is because that's how y'all feel. Y'all take it personal when these guys lose. I feel nothing. So we're speaking about the truth, the reason, and the logic. We're not looking at the situation. That's what we're talking about. I don't give a fuck on a personal level. Like I said, I want to see AJ beat everybody. When AJ lose, he lose. We talk about it. That's it. I'm not fucking, damn AJ, fuck. For what? Why the fuck would I care? You think I'm laying in the bed next to my woman, standing, damn AJ lost, man. That shit don't bother me, man. that shit don't, I don't work with AJ. I don't get none of his money. That shit ain't got nothing to do with me. You know, so yeah, and I keep telling y'all, I'm nobody's fan. I don't know if some of y'all think I just say that shit just to say it. I don't care on a personal level. I just have a boxing channel, so we talk boxing. You never hear me, I'm pissed off because, no, pissed off, no, hell no, I don't care. So, all that being said, once again, somebody else will be the laughingstock of boxing. I don't see what's so funny though. Like what I'm saying, he just got his ass whooped. This is just how childish and petty people are. That everything has to turn into a fucking, oh man, he got fucked up. Oh shit, he got his jaw broke. LOL. Like, okay, shit happens. Shit happens. You understand what I'm saying? It happens. And Devin Haney makes no excuses about it. He's not even saying shit, but people are just talking like he's making excuses. Or no. Bottom line, he got his ass whooped. Bill Haney's not making no fucking excuses. He got his ass whooped. Bill Haney did a video today. I saw it today. And he said that, you know, Oscar called him and somebody else from Golden Boy and was saying, hey, man, we had a great event. And, you know, whatever they said, you know, it wasn't Bernard Hopkins. But, you know, bottom line, he's like, they, you know, thanked them for the event, for participating. Because like I said, man, Devin Haney could have easily said, fuck that, man. This dude missed weight. Nah, no fight. Like Jake Paul did. Yeah. Now you got this big event. I mean, the undercard was complete garbage, don't get me wrong. But bottom line, when you cancel an event, nobody gets paid. Nobody. So Devin Haney was gracious and let the fight go on. Got beat the fuck up. But hey, he came, he landed some shots, got his shots in, whatever. But he got beat the fuck up. So we got an event, we had a fight. I mean, come on. Even Muhammad Ali got his jaw broke. Pernell Whitaker got his jaw broke. I mean, people act like they don't. This shit ain't even a gladiator sport no more to people, man. This is like I said, it's just entertainment. Let's talk shit. And that's one of the worst things about the internet. It's beautiful that people can have a platform and reach out to different people, but it's fucked up that people use this platform to just spew out hate and stupidity, man. You know, I don't hate Ryan Garcia. I don't hate Deontay Wilder. I don't hate none of them. I just don't like a lot of the goofy shit that they do. And I don't agree with the shit that, like I said, all the, like, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. But yeah, I'm always going to stand my grounds and speak my mind. I'm never going to be let me go with what everybody else is saying. So anyway, if people still don't understand my position and what I'm saying, that's just too fucking bad. That's your problem. It's not my fault that you're stuck on stupid. I've explained everything. Everything. Okay, everything. That shit you seen on Rocky, I seen that shit happen in person in the fight where a guy eye was so swollen where they actually cut the eyelid for the blood to come out and take the swelling down. I seen that shit happen in real life. Like, I done been in the dressing room and seen motherfucker come back and piss blood out. Like, I've seen so many things happen that, you know, when you're a part of something, you know. And when you speak from experience, people who don't have the experience need to shut the fuck up, humble themselves, and understand. You know, opinions are opinions, but facts are facts. Facts can't be debated or argued. So when you see certain things happen, you speak on it, and you're given a fair logic. It's just that people don't want to hear the truth. Oh, you trying to take credit. Fuck you. Nobody trying to take credit for nobody. We're just being honest. That's all. That's all. Plain and simple. Talk to me in the comment section, y'all. Grown-ups only. I don't want no stupid-ass, childish remarks, because I'll just go and block your motherfucking ass. And listen, it's not about people having a difference of opinion, but The point is, I'm giving you facts and I'm giving you game on how shit goes. And if you're too stupid, don't come to me in your feelings. I don't give a fuck about because you in love with Ryan Garcia. You got your nose up in his crack or whatever. That's your business. I have grown-up conversations. I put grown-up content out. I don't have time for kids. Okay? This is a boxing channel. I don't come here to indulge in conversation with salty people and their feelings that can't fucking handle a simple conversation. I don't debate and I don't argue. It's real simple. I said everything I needed to say. Now, if you sit here and watch this whole video and you still, like a dumbass, come up with some dumbass comment, I ignore stupid shit, disrespectful shit. Your ass is gone. I don't deal with that shit. Bottom line. But all of this making little stupid comments like, let me just let you know, I don't give a fuck how you see Devin Haney. I don't give a fuck whether you like him or not. I don't care. I don't know him. I'm not friends with this dude or his father. You've heard me fucking speak and say shit to correct bullshit. Mostly it was from his father, Bill. But bottom line, what am I supposed to... Devin didn't say shit. Now I feel like now all the fucking cursing and swearing, the betting, all of that, and I'm like, man, these fucking fake ass Muslims, man. I don't give a fuck. Charleston White said something about Bill. I mean, that was some other shit about them going against Jesus and all whatever the fuck, just stupid shit. But bottom line, what I'm saying is overall, no. So I've said shit about whoever. I don't pull no punches and I don't show favoritism. So don't come to me with that bullshit in my comment section trying to talk some stupid shit where it's like, in all honesty, you could say some shit like, hey, listen, to be honest with you, the number system doesn't include alphabets. Some stupid motherfucker come in the comment section and say, yeah, but Aries, you gotta understand, the number system doesn't include alphabets. Like, dumbass, didn't I just fucking say that? It's one thing that you're making a comment and you're saying, okay, I understand that, but to say this shit to me as if you telling me something, like, I just said that. Like, are you really that stupid? This is the type of shit that people do, is what I'm saying. I sit here and clearly say XYZ. We go from A to we go from A to Z. And some motherfucker just is like, I just can't hold it back. Let me say a stupid ass comment. And then they get blocked. And then they go to somebody else's channel, man, that's fucked up. Aries blocked me. All I said, fuck you, man. Bottom line, I heard what you said. That's why you're blocked. I read your stupid shit. And once I see that, once I see the stupidity typed in, I'm not even fucking reading your whole message. Okay, asshole, click. Block this motherfucker. Because that's not what I'm here for. I'm not here to debate shit. I'm not here to argue with you. I don't have any interest in that. We can have conversations, and anybody that's had conversations, even if you have a different viewpoint, I don't care about that. But what I'm saying is, you guys don't even have fucking nothing to support your claims. You're just fucking talking because you like a fighter, out of being a fanboy or a fangirl. That's all y'all are doing. You're not even saying shit that mean anything. And it's like, all right, cool. Let me give you a quick story. I'm not going to detail everything, and then I'm going to fucking end this video. I met somebody who had a lot of mouth. All right? Had a lot of mouth on a keyboard. Met them in person. I met a couple of people that recognized me from, and yo, good to meet you and whatever and stuff. But yeah, I met a motherfucker. And the funny thing about it was, this is one of these people that don't have any content on their channel, right? The dude friend had the nerve to, are you Aries Zodiac? And I don't know this motherfucker. And I stood up. I said, who want to know? Oh no, my friend was saying, like, then he pulled up his on the phone and was showing his comment. So I looked at him. I said, come here. Huh? I said, come here. I looked at him and I said, let me ask you something. When you typed in bitch ass nigga, who the fuck was you talking to? I wasn't talking to you. It was somebody in the comment section was saying, I looked, I said, hey, listen, grow the fuck up and show some respect. People like you bring bad things back to yourselves. Watch your fucking mouth. Oh, no, my fault. No, this conversation is done. And the next time you decide to tell somebody, oh, I know who that is, you might want to make sure you have nothing that you said to me that pissed me the fuck off. Oh, no, I apologize. Yeah, go on. And he went on. And this is what I'm talking about. A lot of this tough shit, tough talk, stupid shit that people do, you never know who you're going to run into. And I always tell people all the time, when you create something and your intentions is to, hey, we're going to talk about boxing, and then you got people coming in your comment section with all this childish shit, man, y'all can keep it going. Just keep it moving. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. I forgot that movie I seen, but yeah, got that type of shit where a guy see a motherfucker sitting down and he coming in talking shit, not realizing he got about 8 snipers on him and shit. Like, yeah, while you sitting up here trying to talk like you tough, you better pay attention to all them red dots on your body. Oh shit, yeah. Or realize you don't even need those people. And it's like, this is the type of world we live in. People sit there and take the time to type all this tough shit in, and then you happen to run into them, and all of a sudden now, it's like, man, you guys need to grow up and understand something. Stay in the child's place. Stay out of grown folks' business. If you don't have something constructive to say, shut the fuck up, because nobody is caring about your little personal feelings. The only fucking people that I'm gonna get emotional about is my sons, my wife, my family, people that I love, that's dear to my heart. If somebody try to violate them or something to that, where, I'm not a talker, I'll show you. I'll show you what it is. But other than that, I don't give a fuck what you feel about no boxer, no football team, no singer, no act. I don't care who's the GOAT, I don't care about none of that shit. So that's why I'm emphasizing, because I don't like talking to these kids. Take your asses to sleep so you can get up and go to school in the morning. Stay off my fucking channel. I deal with grown adults. And if you don't have respect and you don't have common fucking sense, take that bullshit somewhere else. And you want to know what? Like I said, I done had the Alphabet Boys reach out to me. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you something. If you go on anybody's channel and you decide to go on there to talk shit, that's on you. So if they block you, if whatever's going on, always remember something. You're watching us. We're not watching you. So when you come on somebody, I don't care how much I disagree with something somebody say. I'm not going on their channel so I can argue with them. I can say what the fuck I want on my channel. It's just respect. I fear no fucking body. No situation. But I'm not going to go on these people's channels so I can argue with them and... But like I said, we're content creators and we're bringing you boxing news. So the only thing you want to do is be a fucking big fucking grown gray-haired kid and want to sit up and talk shit on a keyboard. Go fuck yourself. And I mean that. Go fuck yourself. But don't come to me with that bullshit. And that's why a lot of times, like, you see me bite somebody's head off is because they respond, they read something, and they're too fucking stupid to even understand and comprehend what they just read. And they'll make a dumbass comment. It's like, you dumb fuck. Can you fucking read? Do you understand what I just typed in there? You obviously don't, and you're running your mouth the wrong fucking way and don't even know what you're talking about. The fuck do I care what you... Somebody told me the other day, they said, yo, you swole as fuck. Like, damn, man, you make me want to work out. I just don't have the drive. And hey. Just get it together, man. You'll be all right. Get it together. Get it together. I don't stay this way from doing nothing. Just put the work in. What you doing right now? Oh, no, me and my man, we about to go smoke. I said, okay. Now think about what you just said to me. Now listen to what you're saying now. Damn, you right, yo. Yeah. He ain't doing it for me. He ain't doing it for me. I don't need you to kiss my ass, though. I know what I do. Put the fucking weed down. Start going to the gym. It's simple. If you want it, go get it. If not, no. And why didn't I entertain the conversation? I just told him the facts. Because it's only because he see me oh yeah, whatever. I don't want to talk about me. You go out there and you do it yourself. And I'm not training anybody. I'm not none of that shit. I'm just a down-to-earth dude that don't like to get caught up in no silly shit. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you what you want to hear if what you want to hear is not what I really feel. I don't do that kind of shit, y'all. So, my reason for creating this channel is to talk about boxing to people that's into boxing. Not to sit up here and debate and argue with a bunch of little kids. Simple. Show respect or stay the fuck off my channel. Plain and simple. I get sick of making videos, dropping knowledge to you guys just to have some dumbass that don't fucking have a brain in his head, don't have a woman in his life. That's why all they do is sit up on fucking YouTube all day, channel hopping just to talk stupid shit. Nobody cares about none of that. And like I said, I have no problem blocking motherfuckers. So, anyway, talk to me in the comment section. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people, and I will catch y'all on the next video.